talk, the genuine choice.
No pretense, no hidden schemes. Just sports, passion, fueling dreams. From the field to the court, every play that's made. Real takes over fake debates. Turn it up, hear the honest sound. Unfiltered sports all year round. Discussions pure, no masquerade. Real takes over fake debates. Turn it up. Over fake debates. Real takes over fake debates.
Real takes over fake debates.
And we are live a little earlier than usual. You know, Sean, I'm about to go get me one energy drink or something, but we appreciate you guys tuning in with us. This is the NBA trade deadline special countdown here. With me and Sean, we're going to get some of our live reactions. Sean, how you doing this morning, though, by the way, first, before anything get started?
Doing good, SB. Jimmy Butler's gone, so I'm doing even better.
Yeah. Oh, we got to talk about that. We're going to talk about all the trades that have happened so far. And we already got Sham's Twitter open. I know the other thing probably for the start, the live trade thing. So when it come up on the feed, we're going to get y'all our live reaction. If you see this, that means you know a trade has happened. Or if you hear this. I got to let that thing play through all the time. So if you hear that, you know a trade has happened. We won't get live reaction. Also, me and Sean are going to talk about the trade that has happened so far. And also during the show, live until we're going to be live until the trade deadline ends. We're going to be bringing some of you guys up and partially throughout the show just to hear like how you feel about certain trades. So if you have a question or a certain trade that you want me and Sean to talk about, or you got a question for us, we'll bring you guys up party through the show. But, Sean, this is the trade deadline special. What up, RJD Podcast? What up, Greed? Make sure you guys like, make sure you guys share, make sure you guys subscribe, and join the Real Takes Over Fake Debates movement. Sean, while we wait, like I said, I got Sham's Twitter up. Obviously, a trade has happened. We're going to get to your Heat trade. But I know what the answer finna be. But what is the most trade that you was happy about that had happened? Or I'm gonna say happy first. Dan, what was the one that shocked you so far?
Obviously, going back to last Saturday night, the Luka trade obviously is still the biggest shocker. I think it's one of those things where you just kind of learn to expect the unexpected, particularly after something like that happens. But certainly when you talk about the trade deadline, and you're talking about also not just the trade deadline, but also the trade deadline and this term that you're going to hear a lot, about the aprons, things of that nature. We really have to, just be mindful that these teams aren't just making basketball decisions. They're making business decisions short and long term. And so, I think when we're talking about the trade deadline and some of these moves have been made, these are teams basically saying, hey, this is the new normal of the NBA and how we have to operate in terms of how we put together squads and rosters. And certainly, it's going to take a moment for, I think, people to get used to this. Yes. But this is the reality of the NBA. And expect the unexpected, I think, would be just kind of the bottom line there.
Yeah, no, expect the unexpected is like more than saying like that, because now it's like I think even put like some players on notice, like ain't nobody untouchable, and it's just because you think you can have things go a certain way, it won't go a certain way. Because like right now, when the Jimmy Butler trade was going to go down, it was a possibility that Miami Heat almost got Kevin Durant, and also the Warriors was almost going to get Kevin Durant back too. But when Kevin Durant came out and said, I have no desire to go to the Warriors. But the main point of me bringing this up is that Kevin Durant was like, it came to him a shock that they tried to trade him. And you know how Kevin Durant gets. So they said he's not happy right now that he almost got traded. So they said he's not happy at all.
Yeah, and I think, again, Phoenix is going to have to make, some decisions again, just operating in this new normal. They have essentially an untradeable player in Bradley Beal because he has a no trade clause. Which again, I think that makes him, outside of LeBron, the most powerful player in the NBA.
Oh yeah, right now for sure.
Yeah, because when you have that no trade clause, you essentially can, a team can say, hey, what do you think about playing here? No,
I'm good.
Hey, we got a deal on the table we're talking about with this team. No, so it's the ultimate veto. And so I think Phoenix is going to have to make some decisions this offseason, again, given the new constructs of this CBA and these aprons. If you want, I think the term that people really should get used to is competitive flexibility.
Okay, that's a nice way to say it.
Yeah, competitive flexibility. How do you field a competitive roster without putting yourself in the space where you don't have the flexibility to make moves? And I think you're seeing these second apron teams especially do that now. Milwaukee's done it. Minnesota did it this summer with the cat trade. I think Phoenix again is going to have to make some decisions. This upcoming off season, Boston's going to have to make some decisions. So I think it really comes down to competitive flexibility. How do you stay in the space where you're putting your chips in to be competitive? If you're a championship contender, but remaining flexible, how you can put together your roster.
Do you think this Luka Doncic trade, even though he could try to be like, oh yeah, we me and Rob was really talking close and I really just wanted AD. Do you think if the CBA wasn't how it is now, do you think this Luka trade happens?
It's really hard to say. Honestly, SB, I think two things. One, I think this CBA, when you have a player like Luka who is at the age he is and has hit the markers that he's hit, I think certainly teams plan for that. They prepare for that. They know that, hey, this is what we have to do. Okay, OKC is going to have to do just doing the same thing this summer with SGA. They know he's hit certain markers, and it is a little different because he wasn't drafted by them. Right. He was traded there, but still, these teams understand when you have a certain player of a certain caliber, you just have to prepare for that.
Yeah.
I think, again, the issue with the Luka trade for most is, you don't trade a Luka. But if you're going to trade a Luka or a player of Luka's caliber, you have to open up the market and get the biggest haul in return. And Dallas believes that the move they made still makes them a championship contender, which is why they didn't apparently open up the market the way they could have. But that said, and they didn't get everything they could have gotten from the Lakers in a Luka trade.
Because the Lakers made another trade. Ain't no way you trade for Luka Doncic and still got stuff to do something this year.
Right. So, so I think it comes down to, what was Dallas ultimately trying to do? Again, I think there were powers above Nico Harrison who essentially told him to do this and to make this happen. And there were some reports coming out that that's essentially what happened. But, I think it comes down to, you understand the construct of the NBA, SB. Right. You understand if you have an all-NBA, all-world player and they hit certain markers that their contracts are going to reach these certain heavy. You prepare for that. And how you prepare for that is, you understand that money's going to be there for them. How do you build a roster around the rest of them? And so whether Dallas did that, and again, Nico said on Sunday that, maybe they weren't necessarily prepared to give him the extension this summer. Right. I don't buy that necessarily, but because again, you don't plan for the summer. You're planning 2, 3, 4 years out if you're a great team. So Yeah, I just think there's some realities that Dallas isn't being totally honest about it.
There's something gonna come out later on. I think what was his name? Play for Denver. Porter.
Michael Porter. Yeah.
Michael Porter. He said in his press conference, he was just like, I don't think they're telling us everything that's going on too, because it's like it's still a shocker that you trade a player like Luka like that quick too. So it got to be something going on. It'll come out later. We got all these new sport documentaries and everything. So it will come out later. But until we get to, I know we up and at them early. I refreshed Sham's things already twice. Nothing has happened yet. So let's talk about trades that have happened already. And since you are the consistent Heat fan, let's go ahead and get it out the way. The Miami Heat are finalizing, but it already did. This was I stole Sham tweets for this episode. I'm letting y'all know right now. This is a Sham special. But the Miami Heat finalized their deal to send Jimmy Butler to the Golden State Warriors for Andrew Wiggins, Dennis Schroder, Kyle Anderson, and a protected first-round pick. Obviously, things have had happened where I think Dennis Schroder went somewhere else. It was a whole other team added to the trade. But the main point is Jimmy Butler's going to the Warriors, and the first shot in this trade was holding up because they were saying Jimmy Butler didn't want to take an extension with the Warriors, which is crazy. I thought the whole point is that you just wanted the extension. And I guess he changed his mind because he got the money that he wants. So what was your reaction to Jimmy Butler being a Golden State Warrior and off your Miami Heat? And then also, Sean, did you see the video of the fan broke the news to the Miami players on the bench? That was wild. That was next level.
Yeah. No, certainly, it puts an end to, several months of drama with Jimmy Butler and the Miami Heat. I think, everybody kind of understood that there wasn't going to be this massive market for Jimmy Butler. That said, I think the Heat did a really good job getting what they could get for Jimmy Butler, particularly Andrew Wiggins, who's 29, who we know when Andrew Wiggins is engaged and locked in, he can play.
He's solid.
He can play, and he doesn't have to be one. I think, again, people always look at Andrew Wiggins in Minnesota and look at what he did in Minnesota. I don't know if Minnesota was necessarily the best representation of who Andrew Wiggins is. I think Golden State has been a better representation of who he is, which is he's a guy that if he's like your third or fourth best player who can have those second best player moments, that he can be really good on a really good team. And so I think that's, what, Miami's obviously getting. We know on the wing defensively, with him and Bam and Khalil Ware now who's starting, that, this is going to be a team, I think, whose identity is built around defense, but he's also a guy that can give you 18 points a game in the process of that. So, and
that ain't too much to ask for him. So also, Sean, you realize that, remember, I had clipped when you said this, that you glad Tyler Hero made the All-Star team gets trade value up. I think with this move like this, I think Tyler Hero might be staying in Miami now.
For now. For now, listen, I'm going to say this, and then I'm just leave it at this. As long as Patrick James O'Reilly is running the Miami Heat, if a star becomes available, a superstar becomes available, the Heat will always be knocking on the door.
Oh, yeah, they're going to knock on the door.
So, and everybody knows their major trade chip as of now, in addition to some of the picks they've gotten, is Tyler Hero. So, but I'm not going to get into that. Tyler Hero's still on the Heat. Obviously, he's not going anywhere this season. But for Golden State, obviously Golden State right now, who's Golden State's GM is Mike Dunleavy Jr. Mike Dunleavy Jr. played with Jimmy Butler in Chicago for 3 seasons. Presumably they have a relationship. I'm assuming they had a pretty good relationship when they were there together in Chicago. So he's going somewhere where someone knows him, knows what he's about. Now it's going to come down to, Jimmy and Steph and Draymond and, their other players figuring out, is there a way for them to go on a run to at least push them in the play-in conversation, at the end of the season and potentially up to, one of those top 8 seeds, and see what happens in the playoffs. So, if you're Golden State, you know, there's a lot of jokes about Golden State right now in terms of Golden State being desperate, which, you know, everybody kind of understands. They understand they don't have much longer with Steph. But, you know, this is them saying, hey, we think we can, you know, make another quick run at the end of this, you know, Steph Curry, Draymond era. And Jimmy's going to be a part of that for, you know, the next 2.5 seasons at least.
I wonder how long before Jimmy Butler and Draymond get in a fight too. I will probably pay to see that first practice of them arguing.
Yeah, you know, they were on the 2016 Olympic team together. So I think they understand, again, just from that environment, kind of who each other and what each other is. But that said, it will be interesting if they do get into it.
Yeah, that'd be funny. For me, when I seen this Jimmy Butler trade, I was like, oh well, finally he get a trade. I was shocked when it first came out. Said he was like canceling the trade because he didn't want to sign an extension. But I was thinking to myself, like, the whole point of the drama that's everything going on is that you wanted the extension. So you go to state, get your extension. There you go. But you was too busy trying to force your way to Phoenix, and then you end up throwing KD in the mix, which I feel bad for Phoenix. But KD ain't really got that much longer. But if KD had a couple more years on him, I would definitely say he's going to be out the door. But I think what probably changed Jimmy Butler's mind is that, like, I want to go to Phoenix, but if only way I go to Phoenix is that you got to trade KD, ain't no point in me going there. And I think his fit with Golden State would be nice. I think they just need another star. And then, you know, how the spacing that playing with Steph Curry creates, I think Jimmy Butler can operate greatly. Wiggins going to the Heat is finally getting to the era of Miami Heat basketball that I've been begging for it to happen, because it should have been started happening. The era of Bam Adebayo. It should have been Bam team like these last 2 years. You know, with Jimmy Butler's carry out to the finals and that's highly understandable.
Right.
But it's time to take the training wheels off Bam and fully unlock Bam. Bam, it can play. That's just how I truly feel. With his skill set, Bam can upgrade himself to a top 10, top 15 player level. He can play make, he can shoot, he can defend, he can score. We have not seen the full arsenal of what Bam Adebayo is. And go back and look, Sean, of when Michael Beasley on there, he said he used to play against Bam, play with Bam all the time. And we know how highly skilled Michael Beasley is. Y'all can try to say what you want, his career or whatever. No, Michael Beasley was that dude. And for him to understand and notice the skill set and telling you, like, they're not letting Bam do everything that he's capable of, I'm trying to tell you, this is the era of Bam. They need to let Bam loose, let him loose. And I can see Bam easily being a 24, 10, and 8 guy. Easily every night. Probably 12 if he really locked in on rebounding. 24, 10, and 8 a night. Borderline triple-double guy.
We do have breaking news.
Okay, what we got?
News.
There's a trade?
A trade. Yeah, it is a trade.
All right, we got a trade. Hold on, Sean. Oh, snap. We have a
Milwaukee Bucks trading Patrick Baldwin Jr. in cash to the San Antonio Spurs.
Okay.
Patrick Baldwin Jr. Yep.
Just dropped from Shams. Actually, I'm gonna make sure I have this up to share screen. We just gonna have Shams up so when they do happen, we can see it. But yep, Patrick Baldwin Jr. in cash to San Antonio. All right, that's like I don't think we're gonna get nothing like real big because everything has been like happening already.
I would just say expect the unexpected.
Expect the unexpected. The only one I'm still keeping my eye on is Nikola Vucevic, my Chicago Bulls. And I think it's kind of getting hard because I don't know if nobody really wants or people want Nikola Vucevic. I don't think they're gonna give people what the Bulls are asking for. But we will see. And then also, since you on what you want to say, Sean?
And I would also keep an eye on New Orleans. They're the team I'm watching today as well. They've already made the Brandon Ingram trade last night, which I know we'll talk about in a second. But I think they're due to make one more big move today, so we'll see.
Yeah, I was gonna go to the Milwaukee trade, but since you brought up the Raptors and that did happen, let's talk about this. New Orleans Pelicans traded Brandon Ingram to the Toronto Raptors for Bruce Brown, Kelly Olynyk, and 1 first-round pick and 1 second round. I knew that they was gonna trade somebody at some point. I was shocked that the Raptors got in the mix because the Raptors have been pretty quiet, and I guess they wanted to add somebody next to Scotty Barnes and Grady. I'm questionable about the move, but I think I like it because I'm questioning the fit. Like, whose minutes gonna get cut? So, like, do you start Grady, Scotty Barnes, and Brandon Ingram together? Or just Brandon Ingram, Grady come off the bench because Grady ain't there. I don't think he's. I'm taking it with a grain of salt because I'm not gonna hold you. I have not watched that many Toronto Raptors basketball games this year for good reasons, by the way. But who starts? Like, what do we see the lineup with it? But how you grade this trade though?
I mean, you know me and trade grades. I'm not a big fan of it. I think a couple things to consider. Do the Raptors feel Brandon Ingram is a good long-term fit next to Scotty Barnes and RJ Barrett, for example? I think that remains to be seen. I've been really a little questionable or questioning a little bit what Masai Ujiri's been doing the last couple of years.
Nothing. He living off that Kawhi chip. I tell you that right now.
Yeah, but I will say, I don't know if there's going to be a massive market for Brandon Ingram this offseason from a free agent perspective. And so, for Toronto, I think, if they feel this is a guy they can get on a decent deal, he's not a max player.
No.
And I hope he and his representatives understand he's not a max player. If they can bring him back on a decent deal, and he understands that team is their franchise player, Scotty Barnes. They're building that thing around Scotty Barnes. And if he and RJ Barrett and Scotty can, figure out how to play together when Scotty comes back next season, I think it could be an interesting looking team in Toronto, but that remains to be seen.
And I forgot about RJ Barrett too. I forgot RJ Barrett was there. Yes, and RJ Barrett. I don't know how that's gonna fit. It's too many guys on this team who needs the ball in their hands. I don't know how this is gonna work. But also, when you are the Toronto Raptors, nobody is lining up to go play for Toronto. Let's be honest. It's like certain franchises where you don't get players like that. So it's like when you actually get a hold of a good player, you should keep Dallas. But when you realize that Mark Cuban's not running the team no more, so you know why that person got traded. But like you said, even though Brandon Ingram's not a max guy, there's still a solid player to have on your team, especially like you said, you're the Raptors. And I think we're gonna see how it works. And if it don't work, he'll just probably walk. But like you said, the market is not that big for Brandon Ingram. But then also I want to go to this Milwaukee Bucks trade too. Milwaukee Bucks trade Chris Middleton, AJ, and pick swaps to Washington for Kyle Kuzma, Patrick Baldwin. Obviously Patrick Baldwin just got traded, so you might as well X Patrick Baldwin out and second round pick draft compensation. I was with this one. I would say I was expecting the Bucks to get more for Chris Middleton, but let's be real, he has been hurt and he has not looked the same. So I'm not shocked that he got traded. They bogus for sending him to basketball hell. I want to say that first. They sent my boy to basketball. They sent my boy to the nether realms of basketball. This is like a place you don't want to be at all. The basketball court's dusty. The nets don't look there. The Rams crooked. And then you got somebody shooting half-court shots, airballing them, but, it's a pool party, though. Kuzma, I think he has been a championship player before, and he has shown that when he's in the right environment, Kuzma could give you a lot. I don't know about how he dressed and the pregame fits, but I do like this trade. I think this is something else that they needed because Chris Middleton wasn't here. And Kyle Kuzma will come in, know his role, knock down shots, and do what the team needs him to do. So I like this. What about you? What was your reaction when you heard Chris Middleton got sent to basketball? Hell. So,
I mean, again, from Milwaukee, I think Milwaukee understands the writing was on the wall with Chris Middleton at this point.
yeah.
I really questioned after the knee issues and then the ankle issues. I think he had surgery on both ankles this summer, and him working his way back from that. I think they were hopeful that he could get back to form and really be kind of the third player in their quote unquote big three. Obviously, that hasn't materialized. He had kind of, maybe I don't know if he fell out of favor with Doc, but he wasn't starting. He was coming off the bench for them. I think he, kind of took that in stride. But for them, they're kind of stuck in the middle.
Yeah.
Again, they're one of those teams in the second apron that needed to kind of shake some things up. I don't think they are done. Obviously, we did announce a trade they just made earlier for with Patrick Baldwin going to San Antonio. I think they're one of those teams. Again, they're looking to make moves to remain competitively flexible, and this Chris Middleton move does that. What Kuzma brings, obviously, we know Kuzma's a guy who can get buckets.
Yes.
Is he going to be okay? Playing a role on that team. I think, he's had a little bit of a chance in Washington to kind of be a little more of a spotlight guy. On this team, he's not going to be that spotlight guy.
No.
They're going to expect him to come in and again be a role player and a really solid role player, behind Giannis and Dame. So we'll see. I think they did want to get a little more athletic. Obviously, Kuzma brings that. He is versatile. He's 6'9" guy who can kind of vacillate between the 3 and the 4 for them. So I do think it's a solid move, but again, it remains to be seen how this works out.
Since we was just talking about the Raptors too and the Heat, salute everybody in the chat, by the way. Yep. Thunder said Kuzma knows his role. He came in the league as a third option, 100%. 100%. And it won't feel like everybody be questioned like, dang, like, why Chris Middleton not involved, So, because now it's like, okay, Kuzma do his role. Come give us 16 to maybe 18 points, knock down open threes, run the flow with Giannis. That's all we need you to do. The next one, I'm going to actually show it. This one. How you feel about this one? The Davion Mitchell to the Heat for PJ Tucker, the second round pick. This is a really underrated move. It's going under the radar because of all the big names. I think this is a solid move. I know Davion Mitchell's with the Kings, then he's with the Raptors. But this is I always give high praise to. Lockdown guard, versatile. He can do a lot of good things for the Miami Heat. What was your reaction to that one?
Again, really a solid move. He's going to be a restricted free agent this summer. So I don't think there's going to be a huge market for him. I don't know. More than likely, I think he'll, end up probably accepting the qualifying offer if he can't come to a contract extension with the Heat. But, really solid move. Again, I watched him at Baylor. He was a dog. Baylor. And he can play. Got drafted to Sacramento. Sacramento had like 9 guards at the time. I remember when they drafted him, like, what is Sacramento doing? Because they had so many guards at the time. Because that's still when they had Halliburton on the team, as a matter of fact.
And the crazy part about it is, Sean, they don't have none of them no more. They'll have all the guards that draft. They traded them all.
Yeah, the Kings are a joke, but neither here nor there. But no, it's a solid move. Again, his big thing is getting a chance to get consistent playing time, and I think if he gets that, he'll show that he can be a really solid NBA player with some upside. And so solid move, for the Heat.
So definitely a solid move for the Heat. The next one I want to get through all the trades, but then like I said, if any of you guys gonna have a question at some point during the show or want to tell us your reaction to a trade, we're gonna drop the link soon so y'all can come in and join. The next trade on the list that I was kind of shocked by, and I get it, you needed a center, and Mark Williams, like I said, unless until LaMelo went out. I want to watch it. I watch some games, and I hear that this kid has been going off. In solid 23 games, he giving you 15 points, 58% from the field, 9 rebounds, 2 assists. Mark Williams, I think this was a great pickup for the Lakers, but I kind of think you gave a little bit too much for him. So the Lakers traded Dalton Knecht, Cam Reddish. And it sucks for me when it comes to Cam Reddish, because Cam Reddish was supposed to be like that next guy. And it shows another perfect example of you going to a bad organization or an organization that's drafting you, don't have true plans for you. And now Cam Reddish, who was looked to be like one of the next up-and-coming scorers in the league, and that Kevin Durant, Carmelo Anthony type of potential that we thought he had, has now become an NBA journeyman, which is sad. He can't find his way to get consistent minutes. But Dalton Knecht, Cam Reddish, a 2031 unprotected first-round pick is crazy, and a 2030 pick swap to the Charlotte Hornets for Mark Williams alone. What was your reaction to this, Sean? Because when you texted me, I said, I don't like this. I think this is a bad trade. And I'm going to tell you why, but you go first, Sean.
I mean, I think obviously, Mark Williams, when he's been on the floor the last, 2 seasons, he's shown 2.5 seasons, should I say, he's shown an ability to play.
Yes.
The issue is the availability isn't always there.
Yep.
To be honest, he played 43 games his rookie year, played 19 last year. And you said he's played 23 this year.
23 so far, yep.
Yeah, out of a possible, almost 50 games. So the availability isn't always there. Now, when he's healthy and he's engaged, we obviously know at 7 feet, 240, he's got a. I don't want to sound like Jay Billis here, but he's got a really good wingspan. He's got 9'9" wingspan. So he's long, and he's someone who it gives Luka what Luka plays really well with, which is a big man who's a lob threat around the rim, particularly with Luka's ability to kind of probe, in the paint, with the dribble. So, I think it's a solid move. Again, from Charlotte's perspective, there are 2 things I'm thinking about from Charlotte's perspective. Number one, given the lack of availability, they may not see him as a long-term viable threat, long-term viable piece for them. I think this is a really good haul if that's how they viewed him. But I also have to believe Charlotte, because they've traded Mark Williams, they traded Nick Richards, some time back. There's got to be another move on the horizon to bring in another big man today. And so what I'm waiting for is to see what that is. And also, could they be a team that could, make a sneaky move the day before the deadline? That remains to be seen. But what it tells me, though, is I don't think they saw him, given the lack of availability at times, as a long-term building block.
And brother, I don't be hating, brother. He said don't be hating. And Thunder said Mark Williams wasn't really a rim protector, in my opinion, and the Lakers going to need that, because I don't know who they.
No, he's not. He's not the greatest rim protector. He averages about a block a game. Is he a decent deterrent at the rim? He's okay. I wouldn't say that's his strength. I would say his strength is obviously, his ability to score around the rim, and he's a good rebounder, but he's not necessarily a great shot blocker.
Yeah, to get into that, my thing was like, why do you trade Dalton Knecht? I'm like, and you still got Gabe Vincent. And Gabe Vincent still on the roster. How you trade Dalton Knecht? Dalton Knecht actually was like one of their bright young stars, and obviously I know he has his moments where he's streaky on and off with a shooting. One, you got to keep him in the consistent minute rotation. And I understand he's be streaky, but he's a rookie. But you can see the potential of him being a shooter. So I was kind of shocked on that point. Like, why would you trade Dalton Knecht? And then also, why are you trading two first-round picks for Mark Williams. I'm like, I feel like they gave up more. They gave up on this trade than the Luka trade, man. Sean, I'm confused.
Yeah, I mean, again, it goes back to, it goes back to Nico Harrison, and Nico Harrison not getting everything,
not doing his job,
in
not doing
the
his
Luka trade.
His
So
job.
Dalton, there was talks that originally Dalton Knecht was going to be a part of the Luka trade, and that 31 first-round pick was going to be a part of the Luka trade, and they didn't. They were able to talk Dallas into not taking. Dallas got talked into not taking those deals because of the risk of taking on Luka. So again, I think it sometimes it's the first move affects the second move, and the second move affects the third move. That's what you're seeing here. But again,
so the Lakers just moved this stuff because they was going to trade it anyway. They were like, well, we still got this left over, so let's go ahead and just move it.
Yeah, and I would define this trade as high risk, high reward. Again, the risk that you're giving up that 31 first rounder. You really don't have a lot of picks now. You can trade. You did a pick swap for 30, but you don't have a lot of assets, left to trade.
Yeah.
And again, the high reward is if Mark Williams is available, and if Mark Williams plays, 65 or 70 games, and he produces and the flashes that he's shown when he's available for Charlotte, then I think it's a high reward. But it's certainly some risk there. High risk, high reward.
All right, salute my brother Blue Bolt. He said, salute Sean and SB. What teams improved at the deadline, and do KD get moved still? I'll go first on this one, Sean. I'm gonna address the KD one first. I do not think KD is getting moved, but I can definitely tell you he is pissed off that he found out that they was trying to trade him. But KD also got to understand, the only reason why they was going to possibly trade him is because they can't trade Bradley Beal. Bradley Beal has no trade clause. So if we can't trade Bradley Beal, and then Booker ain't really going nowhere. So only person we really got available traded you. But I'm gonna say no, not by this trade deadline, because I don't see like what team will really get him that's available. Because it's like the Warriors out the picture. He already said he want to go to the Warriors. The Lakers don't really got nothing else left to get him. The Heat already moved all their assets to get what they needed. The Knicks is good. Milwaukee already kind of moved their pieces. The Clippers not doing nothing, so I don't even see nowhere for him to go. And then also Blue Ball. What team I think approved the most? I'm sorry, I know everybody praising Dallas and everything because the move they made and they're good right now. It's the Lakers to me. I'm like, if you get a top 5 player at the age of 25, you always going to prove the most to me. I'm sorry, they got the best player always win. And then going to Luka, AD to Luka Doncic. You went from when he plays good, top 10 or on a regular 15 to 20 player to a top 5 player. I'm gonna say the Lakers. I think the Lakers improve a lot to me. Sean, what about you for both questions?
Yeah, I would agree. I don't think KD goes anywhere today. I do think it's going to be a conversation visited in the offseason. But I don't think he goes anywhere today. In terms of the teams that improved, you mentioned the Lakers, SB. Certainly, I think the Lakers on paper improved, but you don't win games on paper. And this is going to take, some time, I think, to mesh and to work. And honestly, yes. I don't think the moves the Lakers made were for today.
No.
And everybody's, going crazy and nuts because that's just what the internet does. I don't think these moves are about today. I think these moves are about the Lakers trying their best to secure their future post LeBron. But as I will remind everyone, and I will continue to remind everyone, Luka is and can be a free agent in 2026. And there are 2 teams hovering right now for Luka Doncic. And until Luka signs an extension, the Lakers are on the clock.
Who are the 2 teams?
The Denver Nuggets and the Miami Heat.
Oh, well, he gonna go to if he do lead the Lakers, which I doubt, because the Lakers don't lose free agents.
Ask Dwight Howard about that.
Dwight Howard was different though. Kobe got him up out of there. He didn't want to leave. I guarantee Dwight Howard wasn't leaving no LA. Kobe got him up out of there. That's a different scenario. Let's be fair. Shout out to Dwight. I mean, the Lakers do need a center now.
Yeah.
But let's go back one. Salute G Money in the chat, brother. What's going on? The Lakers and Heat kicked tail in the deadline. That I can agree on. I can definitely agree on. Brother O said, yeah, he's an offensive player that can be decent on defense at the rim. He's talking about Mark Williams. The Bulls need to cut ties with Vooch. We're trying, brother. We're trying. We're trying to find a home for Vooch. Dallas was on the call. They was trying to give us Daniel Gafford back. I feel like you gonna make AD mad, like, because pretty much you get Vooch. AD gonna be back playing the 5 or defending 5s again. So the whole point is that he don't want to defend big man. He want to be a 4. And Vooch can't do that. One pick swap. Something tells me. Tells you what, brother? Tells you what? Maybe they'll be okay. The Suns need to make a Nurk change up. It's crazy. Thunder said AD is like top 8. Yeah, I'm not mad at that. Luka top 3, so the Lakers got the better player. Yes. I think the Bucks fumbled the bag at the deadline. Cal Kuzma, unless you call Bluesma on purpose, has been a walking garbage can, building a foster care home for bricks. Is crazy. Do you think they fumbled the bag with Kuz? Maybe giving Kuz too much credit, Sean?
I mean, again, I think the writing was on the wall with Chris Middleton, right?
Yeah.
And again, I think Chris Middleton is on the downside of his career at this point because of the injuries and things. I think Kuzma can be a value add if he goes in and buys into whatever role they're asking him to play, which I think he will. The big question for Milwaukee is I don't think there's a single move that puts them in the conversation in the Eastern Conference with Cleveland or Boston.
Right now.
Or the Knicks for that matter. So I think it's showing, Giannis and Dame that, hey, listen, we're trying to be aggressive. We're trying to, get this thing right with our roster. Bobby Portis is somebody I'd watch out for today as well.
I definitely watch out for Bobby Portis.
Yeah, but, and again, and at the risk of redundancy, I'll say it again, SB, competitive flexibility. That's what these teams are looking for. These teams that are trying to, put themselves in championship contention. They want to do that, but they need to remain flexible at the same time.
Hey, so I'm going to ask a question to the chat real quick. I'm making a poll. I got a couple teams in mind, but I want to ask you, and the poll's going to be in the chat right here, guys. Which young team you think that's been doing well should make a move? I got 3 in mind real quick. That's one of them is having injury problems right now, obviously, but I'm thinking my top 3 that I'm thinking of, should I add another team? Let me know. I'm thinking Rockets, Pistons, Magic. Who will be the 4th team that may be like a young team that could be in that conversation that you think?
You said Rockets, Pistons, Magic?
Yeah, Rockets. Okay. So we're starting a poll in the chat. Let me know, chat. Vote, and let me know how you feel about that. But yeah, Sean, which young team should make a move?
And I see young team for me is Charlotte.
Charlotte.
Yeah.
I mean, they did go get Dalton Knecht because Brandon Miller is, I think, done for the season, right?
Yeah, but I don't know if BM is out for the season, but I think Knecht can be a really solid player for them. But I'm talking something a little bigger, literally bigger. If I were them, I'd be trying to get Zion Williamson.
Oh, Zion with Melo will be Showtime when they play together. And also, if you guys watch, make sure you guys like the it helps the channel grow. Okay, I like a little bit. I think I'm back. Okay, but Sean, I'm saying Zion and Melo would be must-see TV. I'm not gonna lie. I will tune into a lot of Charlotte games when Zion plays. So it's gonna be like 20 games we get to see them play together. But out of those 20 games we get to see them play together, that will be showtime. Not gonna lie.
Yeah. And again, I think you do it again, showing LaMelo we are committed here to trying to put ourselves in better position in the Eastern Conference. And I think Zion, being close to home, and because Zion's from the Carolinas, obviously, but just getting him a change of scenery out of New Orleans. New Orleans clearly isn't going anywhere. I think if you can get a decent haul for Zion, I think it can work for both sides. And again, it's Zion, Melo, Brandon Miller. I think that's a nice young core to try to build around.
Text to me says Zion needs football training so he can stop getting hurt. Magic's by far, they need another guy to create Black and Magic and score. Blue Ball said, bro, I think Blue Ball, I forgot you do rock with Orlando. I did forget that.
Yeah, he's one of eight fans of the Orlando Magic.
Hey, at least it's certain teams that, like, if I know you're a fan, I know you like really a fan of the sport. Blue Ball, I know you're a real fan of the sport, bro. Because that say I rock with the team. Because a lot of people be like player team hopping. Sometimes it's justifiable. Like, so now if a whole bunch of Dallas fans are Lakers fans, that's just a justifiable switch up. Not gonna lie, that's justifiable switch up. But he said, bro, I think my Orlando Magic needs a shake up. I would trade Jonathan Isaac for Cam Johnson to Brooklyn. That'll be nice. I actually like that for the Orlando Magic. Cam Johnson would be nice with the Orlando Magic. I don't know if somebody gonna take Jonathan Isaac though, but I think that'll be nice. He said Cam Johnson to the Magic butter on toast. That would be an awesome move, 100%. I like Melo and Lonzo and Zion to the Nets. He have been crying to go to New York, but that ain't gonna be the New York team that he wants. Yeah, that's not gonna be the New York team that he wants.
And the Nets are not interested in that at all. They've had their fill of the bloated contracts from superstars who don't play. They're trying to go younger. They're in the Cooper Flag, Ace Bailey sweepstakes right now, and they're trying to get as many assets as possible. So that's the last thing they're thinking about.
But only thing I would picture though, if it's like, because Thunder even pointed out Zion and Melo is showtime, but they still have to stay healthy. Now I don't know if they will have to trade him. If they can keep him though, a fast break, Melo run up the middle, Zion on the right, or Miles Bridges on the left. Oh my God, that's showtime.
No, Miles Bridges had to be a part of that trade to make the money work.
Okay, well, never mind. No Miles Bridges, but I mean, he's just pretty much getting another Miles Bridges with Zion, but a little better version. Also, did you see that Zion? Well, I know you ain't watching no stream, Sean, but Miles Bridges. To give you a backstory to understand everything going on. Remember, so obviously Jello had a song that blew up, right? The Jello song. Sorry, in that corner. Whoa, he was on this kid named Neon stream. That's how his song blew up. So Miles Bridges goes on this stream of this kid. And Miles Bridges was rapping for a little bit. His songs was kind of like popping and doing their thing. He had like a Michael Jordan diss song. And I'm like, why are you dissing Michael Jordan? I don't know why he dissing Michael Jordan, but I'm trying to figure out what did Michael Jordan do to you to make you that mad? That like he literally he got a Michael Jackson, Michael Jordan diss song. I don't. What's going on with this generation, man?
I don't know, man. I have no idea.
You said, look, that's over by. That's passing by. Zion needs to get traded to the Grizzlies, Rockets, Clips, or Nuggets. What? How much you giving up for Zion though? Because I'm like, I know bro got injury history, so it was like,
yeah, you're not giving up the world for Zion. Yeah, you're not giving up the world for Zion.
And the problem is, I don't think who is they? Oh man, what's his name? Why am I drawing a blank on his name right now? Their GM.
The New Orleans GM.
Yes,
David Griffin.
There you go, Griff. He tried to be in like that Danny Ainge type of thing. He want to get over. He want to try to fleece you when it comes to trades sometimes, or he want to be on the winning side of trades. It is like you're not going to win in a trade for Zion. Yeah, at all. We could trade him to send him to Chicago for Vooch. Forget it. We can get some highlights in. I don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of you. I'll just say this really quickly for those who don't know. One of the unique things about Zion's contract is that there was some guarantees put in his contract regarding playing time and games played and things of that nature. Some injury guarantees that have now basically been voided. So if you're trading for Zion, you're trading for Zion knowing that, again, you're getting someone who's no longer can get some of those guarantees in their deal. So there might be some benefit to trading for a player like that, particularly if you're a team that's looking for kind of a boost, so to speak, which is why I think Charlotte would be ideal for him from that perspective as well.
Wait, I'm going to go to Tank's first. Tank believes Zion only has injury history because they don't know how to train him. I mean, that could be true, but Zion ain't doing nothing to help himself either. Let's be real. Zion looked a little hefty. So
yeah,
a little too much shrimp gumbo. You feel me down there in the Orleans? Shaw, you looking down at your phone? The trade happened?
No.
Okay. You scared me. You scared. That's what I'm looking like. I'm ready. I'm like, already if something happened. Let me refresh Sean's before we get to G Money comment real quick. Hold on. Nothing. Okay, nothing. Wait. Hold on. Wait. Okay, no, there's something else. Okay, boy, it hit different when your alarm sound around this time. I'm sorry. I'm looking. But G Money said this may sound crazy. Trade Michael Porter for Zion. Trade Smart and Clark for Zion. Trade Adams, Jabari Smith, Tate for Zion. Hold on. Wait. Whoa. We got to talk about the Michael Porter one. Maybe. Smart and Brandon Clark for Zion? I can't do that if I'm the Grizzlies. I'm not doing that if I'm the Grizzlies. And I'm definitely not if I'm the Rockets. I'm not trading Jabari, Tate. Steven Adams, you probably get Steven Adams for Zion. Steven Adams in a protected first. Top 20 protected first. Top 15 is unprotected first. Besides that, I'm sorry. You're not getting all that. That's too much for Zion, bro. That's too much, bro. I'm not trading out there for 20 games of Zion. I can't do it. But Michael Porter, well, you may give me, but
yeah, the problem with Michael Porter is, again, what do you do with Aaron Gordon if you trade for Zion? Because again, that doesn't help. Michael Porter helps the spacing in Denver, so getting Zion for Michael Porter doesn't seem to make sense just from a basketball perspective.
No, but even if you write about Tate being mediocre and Smith being average, but I'm like, Smith's still young. He's still promising. So it's like you can still get something out of him. But Zion is just like, because Zion not going to play enough, bro. That's the only problem with Zion. He's just not going to play. So I'm really trading a future player that could be solid for a dude who's going to barely play. I can't do that. Remember, even the same thing about like Evan Mobley, right? And people were trying to crash out on Evan Mobley, said he was average or he can't live. Look, he's getting good. You got to get those. You got to get Biggs time. And sometimes I also think Jabari's getting outshined because of how good Sengun is playing too. So you don't really see it. But no, I think I can't do it if I'm the Rockets. Getting Zion like that, we're gonna throw a monkey wrench in everything they already got going on. AG goes to small forward. Zion plays a power forward. So who gonna shoot the ball? Yeah, you got Russ in there too. So the lineup would be what? Jokic, Zion, AG.
Oh, if you're an NBA team, I'd be like, please.
No, I'm gonna say, that's gonna be cook season. They gonna be cooking them. Oh, Zion gonna get. Then you gotta think about a Zion and Jokic front court. That's probably the slowest front court in NBA history, bro. They're gonna be the tortoise brothers and stuff, man. But we can definitely see the name that I'm looking out for, and I would be calling for him. I'll be calling for Cam Whitmore on the Rockets. I think that young guy, he has the potential to be great. I like same way, like he said, like Jabari average. It's just who you with on your team. You can't really necessarily like shine. But I wouldn't mind if Chicago went and got him. If any team need a guard that can do like a nice explosive young guard, I'd be calling for Cam Whitmore just to test the waters. He said, you still got Joker and Murray shooting the ball. Zion catch lives at the rim, but wouldn't be the same with Russ, AG, and Zion. No. I mean, on paper it sounds good because I can see what you could possibly do, but it's just like that defense. The defense, it's gonna be crazy how they cook that defense up. But also, Sean, we gotta get back to what was going on in the trade. We got to talk about this one because De'Aaron Fox, we didn't really get a chance to chop it up about it, but also De'Aaron Fox played his first game with the San Antonio Spurs, 24 points, 5 rebounds, 13 assists, by the way, 13 assists. Did you get a chance to catch Fox first game? And then also, what was your reaction to this trade?
I will speak on the second one first. Not surprised at all. Again, the moment that Sacramento, came out and said that they were, going to be looking to move him. Mm-hmm. San Antonio was the first team on his list and a lot of people's list, and certainly, I thought, Sacramento was going to get a bigger haul for him. But that said, they got what they seemingly wanted for a guy who they were very concerned about committing to the franchise long term. This is and I think San Antonio, I don't want to say won this trade, but San Antonio I think won this trade specifically because they didn't have to give up Castle or Devin Vassell or Sochan or any of their really young pieces they really like, and they're in position to make another move potentially this summer with their roster. So really good move. I did see the game last night. He played, really well. Obviously, it's basketball. He's a high IQ guy. He, didn't go out and try to do too much. He really kind of played within the flow of the game and had a really good game. Them using him and Chris Paul in the backcourt together, I think, helps because obviously Chris Paul knows the offense, and can help, De'Aaron in that transition. So it was a really interesting lineup they came out with last night. Castle came off the bench for them last night, but it was a really good move. And again, I think the Spurs they want to make the playoffs, and and this move I think certainly will probably push them right up into that play-in conversation and somewhere in that top 8 potentially.
Yeah, and I think they're gonna do the addition of De'Aaron Fox is definitely gonna push them into that play-in, maybe playoff depending on how they run go conversation. I like how De'Aaron Fox told Stephon Castle, like, no, man, I want you here. I came here because of you, yeah. And you cutting my minutes too. and of course you go, yeah, you won't be here to back you up. No, man, I'm trying to start. But even though Stephon Castle, I think as a backup point guard is great. And I also love the fact that Chris Paul is still there and De'Aaron Fox can actually learn a lot from Chris Paul that will add to his game. That would be like great. But the San Antonio will be great, like nice. And it's crazy. My first time actually, I'm trying to think. This is the first time, like, even though it was a trade, when somebody actually wanted to go to San Antonio, though, a free agent, another player, I'm saying not free agent because he got traded. I'm okay. San Antonio make it move.
I mean, they got LaMarcus Aldridge a few years ago. He wanted to go there.
I forgot about Aldridge.
He chose them over several teams, including Phoenix and the Lakers. So When
you got a chance. Also, thanks for the subscribe. Thanks for subbing to the channel, man. Thanks for joining Real Takes Over Fake Takes. Appreciate you. And then also, Tank want to know, Fox seemed really happy, and that's how you want your players to be. Yeah, 100%. 100%. That's why I feel bad for Phoenix because you just now KD is not happy, and KD when KD is not happy, and you know how that's go. Also, we gotta go for the other side of the trade. Hold on, wait. One more question for G Money. He said Hawks need to fill the Jalen Johnson void. That is true. Trade was it Bogan and Capella? I mean, yeah. I'm surprised the Lakers didn't even try to call for like a Capella though. Because I don't think you really needed to trade that much to probably get a Capella, honestly.
Was the money.
The money, yes.
Capella's making.
The money is, you are right. But also we got to talk about the other side of this trade. The Bulls finally get off Zach LaVine. They add Zach LaVine in this trade. The Bulls side of that trade, I feel like we definitely got fleeced because we didn't get we pretty much got our pick back. And Kevin Huerter, like, how do you not make them add Keegan Murray to this trade? Like, how do you not add? And I would even make the case like, look, bro, you got to give us at least Keegan Murray. He ain't really gonna even play like that no more. You know, he's in a way. I would have made some excuse. I swear, Thunder, we do always get fleeced, bro. I'm trying to tell you, AK is worth just as bad as Garpax. AKB, whatever they want to go by, they are just the worst of Garpax. And Sean, another thing too, though, is we seen this already. And I said this on when I went on Player's Choice. This literally the same. This the Chicago Bulls team that they was harping about that we was the number 1 seed, but really we didn't beat nobody. It's the same dynamic, Sean. I'm finna tell, or just even without Lonzo. This is the same dynamic, right? You got your scoring guard, type of guard, Malik Monk. That's Kobe White. Then you got Zach LaVine, who is playing Zach LaVine in this role. Then we got Debo, who's playing Debo in this role. Then you got Keegan Murray, who is just like the other guy in the lineup. And you got Sabonis, who is like one of those playmaking, versatile bigs. Iffy on defense, whatever. But it's literally the same thing. It's literally the same team. It's a mirror image of the Chicago Bulls. They literally, Sacramento said, you know what? I want to take your Chicago Bulls team. You know, that team that was only a play-in, and it's literally mirror by mirror projection, the same team. Look at it. Now, you can argue who's better or not, but I'm just saying the style of play archetypes is literally the 2020 Bulls without Lonzo. Literally the same thing.
Yeah, I mean, again, I don't understand what Sacramento's doing here. I thought for sure, I said they're getting LaVine maybe to flip him elsewhere because LaVine, you know, quiet as kept, was having a really good season.
Yes.
A comeback season in terms of showing that he can still be, you know, one of the 25 or 30 best players in the league. In my opinion, I thought for sure he would have a market if they wanted to flip him.
Yes.
Again, what Sacramento's doing right now just doesn't seem to make a lot of sense. I don't know. Sabonis doesn't seem like the type to make waves and ask out or anything like that. But you know, but if he did, I think people would understand you know, what they're doing. And but I will say, I know Jonas Valanciunas gets a lot of heat.
Mm-hmm.
But they did trade for Jonas Valanciunas. I actually think that's a really solid move for them.
Who, the Kings got Valanciunas?
Yes.
Oh, well, Sabonis might be gone then, so maybe, or they might be expecting Sabonis might have asked one. But no, that's a good move. That's what I think the Lakers should have got, honestly.
Well, I mean, they didn't necessarily. I don't think they necessarily wanted Valanciunas, even though again, we know Valanciunas. He's, you know, at times he can be unplayable depending on the matchup, just because he's, you know, in the switch heavy NBA, he's not a guy who you want switching out on wings and guards. But that said, you know, I think it's a solid move. But again, I don't know what the Kings are doing right now. This has been they have been one of the most confusing teams all season in terms of the Mike Brown situation, and now, you know, everything. You know, it's just man. I don't know what they're doing.
I don't, man. No, they I don't know what they're doing. Valanciunas to the Kings is a hot pocket night. No, Valanciunas is a very solid big. Valanciunas is a solid big. I think teams that should have been on the ham trying to get him is like the Lakers, the Milwaukee Bucks. That was my main two. I probably said that should have been after him. Also, G-Money, I know you was talking about your Knicks. You said the Knicks getting Dillion Wright makes my brain hurt. The Knicks out of a pyramid of guards was funny. I actually thought who I think is available, Sean, and it might get traded today since we bring it up the Knicks. I think Mitchell Robinson. might be. I think we should be on the watch for Mitchell Robinson.
I will be on the watch. Yeah, I'd be on the watch for him as well. Again, the problem is he hasn't played this season, and again, it goes back to what we said earlier about Mark Williams. Really, kind of the same conversation with Mitchell Robinson. It's not that he can't play. It's will you have him available to play, and what do you give up for someone who's largely not available? So, I think they do need to move Mitchell Robinson just to fill out just a little more depth behind their starting five. But again, I don't know what the market's going to be, if it's going to be this massive market for Mitchell Robinson.
Yeah, that's all. I don't know if it's going to be like you said. I don't know if it's going to be a massive market for Mitchell Robinson. He said Sacramento doesn't want to win. They are playing games just to get butts and seats. 100%. But that's what honestly, Sacramento ain't been trying to win since Chris Webber had a jersey on. That's the last time they tried to win. After that,
well, they tried a couple years ago. I mean, I will say when they were the third seed in the West and they went on that playoff run, I thought they made a mistake not, doing some things to help improve the roster coming back. And so, but again, their big problem is their owner sucks. He sucks. And they don't have any. There's just not enough continuity there, I think. And again, when you're Fox, and if you've been there for as long as Fox has been there, he's been there since 2017. You're looking at an organization and saying, "This is why I wasn't ready to commit, because we just don't have continuity."
And to Fox, knowing that he didn't have trust in them, and that tells a lot. That tells a lot when your star player, when you already telling your player that we're going to offer you the max possible, and they still said, he was like, "Nah, I don't trust y'all. I don't want to be here my whole career doing it away some of my best years when y'all don't bring me no talent." And remember we talked about what Kevin Durant said about how people don't hold organizations to certain standards of loyalty standards. No, players should just do like what De'Aaron Fox doing. Hey, look, dog, this ain't working for me. I don't trust y'all, so I'm gonna do what's best for me, and that's all it is. Got treated like a business. Business is business, and we gonna keep on moving. And I don't see nothing wrong with that, Sean, at all. While I'm trying to get me some food, but also it said voucher to the Knicks would have been a solid move in my opinion. JV is way better offensively than Mitch. Mitch isn't impactful to me. He is just a rim protector rebounder. Yeah, I mean, I think offensively the Cat and Valanciunas would have been nice. Only thing I would have been questioning is just like the defensive side, but offensively that would have been solid. The big man y'all could have kept, but I know y'all had to get rid of him with Hardenstein. I think that's what y'all should have kept. Cat, Mitch equals zoinks and face palms is crazy. Okay, Sean. I think we're gonna start because the trade deadline in at what time?
3 p.m. Eastern.
So 2. So I'm thinking within the next couple of minutes, it's going to probably heat up. If not, but it honestly been the last couple of days have been crazy. Still loading up on Shams. Like I said, I have not seen nothing yet on Shams at all.
No, nothing yet.
Nothing.
And I have on a couple of platforms, and no trades are broken yet.
Okay. Dang, man, they ain't get a rookie a chance, Sean. They ain't get a rookie a chance, man. Knecht 4. I thought he was Westside Knecht. They gave him a nickname and everything, Sean. They gave him a nickname.
Well, I mean, they're saying because he didn't pass the ball to Bronny in games, that's why they got rid of him.
I ain't passing Bronny. Hey, look, man, you better get off the rebound. Son, you better get it off the rebound, son. I'm trying to tell you. Bronny told Pops on him, man. Dang, Bronny. Bronny wild, man. Don't do that. Don't do that to my boy Dalton Knecht. They go. I would say they're gonna regret letting Dalton Knecht go. I honestly think, but we're gonna have to wait. We're gonna have to wait and see. But I can tell you one thing, though, Sean. They go. I don't know. I just gotta wait. I gotta wait and see, with this one, because I still think they traded too much for Mark Williams with the injury history. That's too much for me. I'm sorry. I probably would have just maybe one pick. Maybe one pick would have been cool. 2 picks or a pick swap, whatever we want to call it. I would have gave him Knecht, Reddish, and a pick swap. A 2031 unprotected first round pick is wicked. I think Rob Pelinka just off the high that he got Luka, he just started giving away stuff like, man, I got Luka. I do not care. I got Luka Doncic. We good. Because you still got to build the team around Luka, Rob. You got to have stuff to build him around Luka. Or like you said, Sean, he gonna leave. Luka gonna leave too. Yeah, nothing still. Okay, go to the comments. What you say, Tank? Bruce Brown should go to the Lakers or the Rockets. I'm looking to see if somebody picks up Lonzo. Glad you brought that up about Lonzo. Because Lonzo Ball has just signed the extension with the Chicago Bulls. 2-year extension. So for the foreseeable future right now, Lonzo Ball is not going nowhere. I've had, he said, what, 2-year, $20 million a year?
2 years, $20 million extension, yeah.
And how he been gone, he owe us a couple years. I like Lonzo, don't get me wrong. I really do like Lonzo, but we got robbed, Sean. Robbed, fleeced.
I mean, it's unfortunate. I mean, the knee injury was definitely unfortunate. You hate that, a guy misses so much time with the knee injury, nothing that he could have done. But the fact that he could work his way back and to be back playing the game that he loves. And and I've always said about Lonzo, I like Lonzo because Lonzo's not a guy who necessarily is like, he's kind of he doesn't crave the spotlight. He's not look at me and all that stuff. I think he's a good guy to have on your team. Any team would love to have Lonzo Ball, but certainly from the Bulls' perspective, 2 years, $20 million is not anything, too crazy. And again, for what he's given, it could end up being an actual bargain of a deal as he continues to work his way back.
Yeah, I 100% agree on that. Salute, woo, it's in the chat. He said Bulls need to move on from Vucevic. I swear we do. Please. I want to pop up my the Chicago Bulls are moving the Nikola Vucevic and Patrick Williams together. Put them on a pack together. Put them on there. Let's get them. Ship them out of there, Sean. Ship them out of there.
Yeah, I mean, again, that one remains to be seen. Primarily, I know Golden State was interested in him. The question is the asking price for Vooch. And again, I think if the Bulls are willing to, lower their asking price a bit, I think you could see Vooch move today.
Yeah, because it's like, what else we really trying to get? Like, we not trying to win this year. We on a tank for flag, correct? We all agree that class. We checking for Cooper flag class. Cool. All right, we got that part down.
We got breaking news. We got breaking news.
Oh, hold on. It's a trade?
Yes.
Okay,
trade.
Hold on. Oh, we got a trade. Oh, okay. Well, hold on. Yeah.
Phoenix Suns are trading Yusuf Nurkic and a 2026 first-round pick to the Charlotte Hornets for Cody Martin, Vasan Micic, and a 2026 second-round pick.
Whoa. Oh, wait. Why they do that?
Why did who do that?
Why the Suns do that? Who gonna play big?
Well, I mean, they got Nick Richards from
from
Charlotte a couple weeks ago. This is actually a solid move. For Charlotte. This is a solid move
for Charlotte for sure. They got rid of. They said, "Don't worry about it, Mark. We got your replacement ready. You go right to LA. Hey, right. Phoenix, let me get dirt. Let me get dirt."
Yeah, and again, Cody Martin, Mitch, it's not part of their future. Nurkic, he's on a decent deal. It's a decent deal, and getting that 2026 first rounder that adds to their draft capital. So what it tells me Charlotte's trying to do is really, build up their draft capital. So I like this move for Charlotte. I like this move a lot for Charlotte.
No, I like this move for Charlotte a lot too. Honestly, I definitely like this move for Charlotte a lot. Oh wait, that's Dang, that's nice. Yeah. Charlotte made a good move. Our Suns, 50-50 on it. I'm trying to understand where they coming from. Okay. Wait, I want this sauce. Wait, go back. Oh man. Hold on, wait. Sorry, Sean. Ordering some food because we got another couple hours to go. Okay, but nice move by the Charlotte Hornets, though. I know y'all like grading stuff, but I'm going to say,
No, it's a solid. No, it's a
Solid
solid move. It's a solid move for them. Solid move.
the Hornets needed a center, yeah. And then hold on, wait, G Money, did you just say in the chat like not too long ago, like swap Nurk is a backup? I could have sworn G Money, you definitely said something in the chat about trading. When we was talking about Phoenix earlier, one of y'all said something in the chat. What do you say? I believe Mo Bamba hit waiver, so I think he'll probably be picked up. Probably.
I mean, I'm starting to think the Mo Bamba experiment from a basketball perspective is over. When you're more famous for a song being named after you, it's probably not good.
That's not a good sign. And honestly, the rapper who was doing the song kind of fell off too, by the
way. Yeah, I mean, hey, you name a song after Mo Bamba, what you expect? But no, it's but no, this Nurkic move I think is really solid for Charlotte. I like this move. I think it's really solid. So we'll see.
Oh wait, is this the Chicago Bears?
Yes, Virginia McCaskey.
Yeah,
she passed away earlier.
Oh, R.I.P.
Yeah.
R.I.P. To her, the prayers to her family. Oh, that was
100. She's 102. She lived a long life. So
I'm gonna say she lived a long life.
Yeah.
Peace, tender Cabo. No, I didn't want that.
And I also say one thing this does with Phoenix, and one of the reasons why Phoenix makes this move again, second apron team, trying to get out of that second apron, trying to get some of those tax implications off of their books. So solid move for them.
People don't be real. Hey, I'm trying to tell you that new CBA changed a lot of like dynamic. Y'all gonna start seeing. Y'all gonna start seeing when like teams get rid of players is out the blue. And you be like, dang, what's going on? What's the name gone? Why this player gone? They had to be that second apron. You got to move them. So I'm saying that. Okay. Same trade. I got same trade again. Because our show was like, hold on, wait a minute. Go to checkout. Okay, 15 minutes. That sounds much better. I've been kicked in it since 11 hit that 3. Okay, yes. Is it my house? Yes. Okay. Sorry, Sean. I had to order me some food because order me some food real quick. Okay. Wow. Okay. Back to this one. Where do you rank this when it comes to trade deadlines so far? Like, is it up there with all the trade that that's been happening or no?
I think so. I mean, again, the Luka thing just takes it to a different level. Guys like this don't get traded, and not at the trade deadline. Usually, if something's going to happen with them, it's going to be in the off season. But it's really. I mean, it's up there. It's definitely up there.
I don't think Durant will get swapped. I love KD.
Apparently, the Suns are still getting calls on Kevin Durant.
So, yeah, they should never open up the Pandora's box on that. That's on them. I'm calling for Kevin Durant right now too. Yeah. He was like legitly going to Golden State until he came out and said, "I do not want to go to Golden State." He was all the way there, and it's like for me, it's like, how do you even let that get out there like that? And it has like how it even comes across as like. Yeah, Kevin Durant had to really say, "I don't want to go there." So that's when the Warriors start pursuing. No, I'm calling them right now. It didn't. Also, if you a team if you a team that see Kevin Durant, what team should be calling for Kevin Durant? If you think,
I mean, Dallas comes to mind
for sure,
immediately. Yeah, Dallas. I would think Houston is calling. I mean, it's not too many teams not calling about Kevin Durant. It's just, do you have the assets that Phoenix would want to say we're completely resetting this thing around Devin Booker? You know, and so that's for me. When I look at a moving of Kevin Durant, you have to seriously think about you know
who should do it, Sean? But I know they're not gonna do it because they in the flow. They're at the top of the league. What that's their guy. It's playing like a top 5 player, if not a top 5 player now. And I think they don't want to ruin their chemistry, but they got the assets to get them without losing big parts of this team. I think OKC Thunder should bring them back.
I would be absolutely shocked if Oklahoma City Thunder did something like that.
Think about it. They don't have to really give up none on their roster. They have so many. They got more picks than me and you can count. Okay.
Well, and
they got picks for days.
Well, and also, can we just be honest? SB, this is a relationship business, and the way KD left OKC, while it was very much his right, and he had done his job and his, for that franchise and for that team, there's still people who were there when he left. Sam Presti being one of them. I just don't know if they would necessarily do that now without some serious conversation with KD and things. And also, again, KD only has another year on his deal left after this season. So are you giving up the world for Kevin Durant if you don't know if he's going to commit, long term? And obviously he's 36. So, I think OKC's in a very good spot. I think if OKC does anything, it's minor moves. Don't mess with the chemistry and you're getting Chet, and they're getting the deadline edition because they get Chet back tomorrow evening. So that's their deadline edition, is getting Chet back. I just couldn't see them doing that. That's just not where they are. That's not where they are at all.
I don't know, man. I'm just saying.
It would be to me a move I could see them making is if they're inquiring about Cam Johnson or someone like that, or DeAndre Hunter, somebody like that. It kind of fits their timeline a little bit better, in my opinion. But I just don't know if KD is on their radar like that at this point.
Before we go through these comments real quick, it's another player. Wait, Dalton Knecht is holding back. So is this true about this Bronny James Dalton Knecht stuff that he went past him the ball?
I don't know.
Because as soon as you said that, a YouTube thing popped up from Gil. It said Knecht is holding Bronny James back. So man, it's a lot of rumors going around. I heard one that Anthony Davis and LeBron got into a fight. Now he's gone. Now it's rumored that Knecht didn't pass Bronny the ball. Now he's gone. All right, man. People ain't just gonna keep making up all these stuff. With LeBron, I wouldn't be shocked if people did, but I don't know, man.
And can we just be honest? By the time Knecht and Bronny are in the game, you've probably turned the game off. Probably. So them not passing the ball or whatever, you probably turned the game off at that point. Just to be honest, because the game's probably over.
Oh, we got breaking news, Sean. That's not a trade, but I want to put this on the screen. The NBA has just revealed something. 1 second.
Yeah, the All-Star jerseys.
Yep, the tournament style All-Star jerseys. Let's see what these look like. Hold on, wait, I hit the wrong link. NBA All-Star, which I hope they change. Go back to, and I don't want to hear no player complain about them like doing what they doing with the All-Star game, because if y'all just play hard, we wouldn't have to deal with this problem. But I do want the NBA to go back to normal. I truly does. Okay, share screen, All-Star NBA. The NBA All-Star jerseys are revealed, Sean. Yeah, see, I don't like that it's 3 jerseys. It's just why, like why? See, I blame the players for this. This y'all fault for not playing hard. Y'all let. But what was the last straw? Big O, the big O. Let me say that. Hold on, move my screen real quick. What ruined the All-Star game, and why we dealing with this three team? It should be 1 game East versus the West. But what ruined it is when the Big O, was it Big O, right? It was Big O that talked to them before the game, right?
It was Big O, and I think it was one more player. I think it might have been Jerry West too.
Big O and Jerry West, and it was like on the anniversary of when they fought to get the players' rights. They were going to refuse to play. They literally had a whole speech about y'all to play hard, and y'all came out there and disrespected him in the game. So I don't want to hear no players complaining about why the All-Star game like this need to go back East West. No, y'all did this. It's y'all fault. All y'all got to do is play like how y'all play in the summertime, because y'all play way harder in summertime. Y'all don't even break a sweat. That's it. That's all we ask. But Sean, what you think about these jerseys? How you rate them, bro?
I like the versatility in the jerseys. I think they're pretty sweet. But again, are the jerseys gonna make me watch it? No, I'm not watching it. I'll be going to see Captain America: Brave New World during that time. So no.
Yeah, I gotta go see that Cap movie too. While everybody hating on it. And also, I want to say, I know it's off topic. I know we use talk sports, so we might, we go in the realm of talk about other stuff, or I'm really just go to the realm and just start talking other stuff. I kind of like want to open up that door, open up for a new fan base too. But did you see that people got mad at his quote about like Captain America not just being about America, and then everybody got mad, and then people did the research and said, call people out for their BS because literally the last dude that was Captain America before him literally said the same exact thing.
Yes.
Right? You know what I want to say. I mean, what y'all trying to do? That's what we do, SB. Love and basketball and gossip. Also, wait, where did it go? G-Money, you suggested the trade, and I think if you do this trade, you'll be out your mind. You said Cat, Kolek, and I don't know who the other dude is. It don't even matter who he is for KD. You must be out your mind if you trade Karl-Anthony Towns right now. You better not trade Karl-Anthony Towns. I'm trying to tell you, Karl-Anthony Towns playing like a first team all big man right now. Only big man playing better than Cat right now is Nikola Jokic. And it's because Nikola Jokic is the best player in the league. You better not trade Karl-Anthony Towns. You don't do it. Cat ain't going nowhere. Also, Sean, we got another trade again. Sean, we got another trade. I made me refresh this real quick. We got another trade. The Atlanta Hawks are trading for DeAndre Hunter to the Cleveland Cavaliers for Caris LeVert and George Niang and 3 second-round picks and 2 pick swaps. Woo! I like this one. I like this one.
I think he's the perfect fifth starter for that Cavaliers team next to their quote unquote big four.
Yeah, because I feel like the only thing the Cavs was missing was that 3 position. That 4, it's been a void for them. What's the one kid they had there? I thought he was gonna be good, but the problem was he was like too inconsistent on the shoot.
Isaac
Okoro. Yes, I had high hopes for Isaac Okoro, bro. I really did. I'm not gonna lie to you. I had high hopes for Isaac Okoro. But this is a big move for the I like this move for the Cavs. I like this move. That fills that void. That fills that void. And I guess they're gonna use Caris LeVert as like a band-aid for Jalen Johnson. Yeah.
No. Go ahead.
No, this is a good trade move. Go ahead, Sean. What you say?
Yeah, no. I think this Cleveland, was always trying to upgrade that 3 position. There were some talks they were in on Cam Johnson potentially. Brooklyn's asking price might have been too much potentially. So, DeAndre Hunter, I was a big proponent of Memphis possibly being on DeAndre Hunter. I thought he would have been a really good fit for them. And he's only making, I think, $20 million this season. So, it's a really, really good, solid move for them. I need to check the salaries because I'm not sure about the tax implications for this move, but certainly a good move for Cleveland. And if you're Atlanta, again, DeAndre Hunter you drafted Reese Shea, you have Jalen Johnson. It's probably not a part of your long-term future, so it made sense. When Reese Shea has really played pretty well this season as well. He's the first pick. We shouldn't have to say that, but there were questions about whether or not he, would, how he would play and things. So again, just a really, really solid move for them. So DeAndre Hunter is making 21.6 this year. Karis LeVert's making 16. Who was the other player in the deal? Niang was making 8.
George Niang. Yep.
Yeah, making 8.5. So yeah, a little bit of savings for Cleveland on this move particularly before Evan Mobley's rookie extension kicks in next season. So a really good move for Cleveland. Cleveland, listen, they feel like they got a chance.
Yeah.
And when you play against the Bostons and you got to go against the Jason Tatums and the Jaylen Browns, you need guys like DeAndre Hunter. So really good move for them. I like this move for Cleveland a lot.
I like this move for Cleveland a lot too. I do. This is a good move. Let me see. Oh wait, man. See, look, I told you my phone beeping, bro. That makes me nervous, bro. I'm looking. I'm like, man, what's going on, man? What's going on? Make sure you guys like, make sure you guys share, make sure you guys subscribe. WTrade. Great trade. Oh man, this is a good move out of. I like this move, but the Cavs
This is a good move
out of
really good move. It's a really good move, and again, I think he gives them. I don't like to use the term 3-and-D, but he does give them kind of a 3-and-D guy.
Yes.
Who has shown flashes where he can have some good big nights for you.
Mm-hmm.
He gets hot, so and again, and the Cavs have a really solid bench, with Ty Jerome, with Max Strus, and so I think this is a really, really good move for the Cavs.
Yeah, DeAndre Hunter in this season in 28 minutes to give you 19 points, 46% for the field, 39% from three. Yeah. This is okay, Boston. We coming for you. I don't know if y'all gonna beat Boston or the Knicks, but if I am the Boston Celtics, I wouldn't want to play the Cavaliers early. I wouldn't play them no later than the Eastern Conference Finals. I wouldn't, because the matchups. I think they actually can match up with Boston toe to toe. Point guard, center, because they got the inside bigs defensively. Obviously, you question the defensive prowess or abilities of Garland and Donovan Mitchell, but at the end of the day, what they bring on the offensive side impacts that. But now we got DeAndre Hunter who can help too. Cavs still, the Cavs, nice, bro. I'm not gonna hold you. The Cavs are nice right now for the moment. Now I gotta look back on. See,
it's probably that Hunter trade.
Yeah, it's Hunter trade. Cause sheesh, I'm like, bro. Look, if people been stars flying like dominoes, Sean, I'm trying to tell you, it's coming. Hope no crazy big trade happen once I'm like, hey, Sean, hold on, I gotta go downstairs grab my food. Oh my God, Joel Embiid has just been traded. I was like, what? Joel Embiid. I missed that live. No, Joel Embiid. But also, be on the look for that. I don't think he's gonna be traded now. But this offseason, I think Philly needs to go ahead, bro. Press that button. Hit that button, it's over with. Get Paul George up out of there where you want to go. Joel Embiid, get him up out where you want to go. We have decided to build our future around Maxey and McCain, and we're going to move on. We're gonna move on. We're gonna work out for that because Joel Embiid, this experiment has ended for me. All three young teams need to make a move. 100%. I definitely agree on that. I think the Rockets, because you talked about for the poll earlier, the Rockets, the Magics, and who was the other team that I said? Pistons. I ain't gonna laugh on the Pistons. I wouldn't mind calling the Pistons about Jaden Ivey. I wouldn't mind calling the Pistons for Jaden Ivey.
They're not trading Jaden Ivey.
The Wiz swap Jordan Poole for JP.
JP is not for that contract. Nobody wants that contract, and they know what he is.
He'll mess your whole team up. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Wait, okay. Is he picking food up? Okay, yeah, okay. Next time, man. But yeah, I wouldn't trade for Jordan Poole. Jordan Poole can stay right where he at, right in Washington. Seeing the Cavs finally got a small forward locked up with Hornets. Yeah, that's big. That is a championship move.
Yeah.
It's so weird for me to see that actually like the Cavs are doing smart stuff and trying to win now. Like, I'm not really used to seeing that with the Cavs unless LeBron with their team, man.
Can I say this real quick? I always feel like the moves like this are what put teams that are on the cusp over the top. And this to me is like a KCP going to Denver move.
Yeah.
Like it's like, okay, this is the one area where you need some help. And obviously you got a team like Atlanta that has so many guys, who kind of fit that same mold, the kind of the big wing guy. And again, Riche and Jalen Johnson, who knows out for the season, but we'll be back. Yep. This is a move that you historically see when a team does something like this. It puts them right there. Again, he's not an all-star, but he doesn't have to be. He's a star in his role. And these are the kind of moves that I think, again, I said KCP to Denver, kind of the same thing for me. It just puts you right in that. Okay, now this team is whole when they're healthy.
Yeah, he said they was playing a small forward spot by committee for a while, which is true. He said Cavs not making knee-jerk reaction trades, Hunter to the Cavs feed, hungry fans. No, yeah, and that's another thing too that people gotta like teams need to stop doing too. Like, oh, I see the potential in our team, and then they just do something like sporadically and just get rid of like one guy who was a key part of their core. The Cavs made the right move, got what you needed, and then get rid of nobody that's a part of their core that they got. Woods said this is like she going to the Pistons.
Not quite, but but I understand your point, Woodich. I understand your point.
Yeah, I understand it exactly. Yeah, no. It's also wait. This the two, right? Because I know we harped on this a lot, but as a part of the thing is because more and more information is coming out about this trade that a lot of people are attested, like getting to a point where they want to be investigated or figure out because something else had to happen with this Luka Doncic trade, AD. But Sean, they did the press conference. Well, I don't know if AD had his. Yeah, Luka had his. The problem that I had was one, Luka didn't look like he was 270. Two, why like Mark Cuban was mad about it? I thought Mark Cuban won basketball operations, even though he don't own the team.
I think something changed recently where he doesn't have that basketball operation anymore. Yeah, something happened that kind of went under the radar because everybody assumed that he still had control of basketball operation, and he did at the time that he sold the majority ownership. But some shakeup happened that kind of went under the radar.
And I'm thinking part of the shakeup that happened, I'm doing one of the Wendy's. You know what I'm saying? Something don't seem right. And I guarantee you, whatever happened with Mark Cuban losing that, Luka probably, it's some Luka involved in that. Something else going on in Dallas they're not telling us. To ship your star like that, it only make them go to one destination. obviously Nico. I think Nico threw Rob a bone because that's his friend. One, but like you said, they came to him say, "Hey, get this dude off this team." I don't get. Oh, so he did his job, got him off the team, but he also gave him to his boy. And then also to cover himself up and be like, well, at least if I trade Luka, I got Anthony Davis. So something I can't wait till it come out, but something happened. It is a deeper meaning to this trade. Yeah, no, it is. It is. Yeah, don't be shocked. Giannis want to go to a big market. He already told y'all that. I can tell you right now. Giannis said he want all the Europeans in a big market. Giannis, you don't even have to go that far. You don't even have to trade. You don't even have to really sell your house. You can draft back there anytime. Just go ahead, come to Chicago. You want to be a big market? Come to Chicago. Yeah. We'll take care of you. We don't worry about it. You don't got to go all the way to New York. You don't got to go to LA. You go right down the streets of Chicago. You're used to the weather, Wisconsin, Chicago weather. It is bigger, you know what I'm saying? Just come on down. We're going to have Cooper Flag. We're going to get Cooper Flag or Harper. Go get you, Harp, Cooper Flag. We're going to run it up. That's all it is. Hey, tell him, man, look, Chicago next door, Giannis, big market. Greek Freak and Chi-Town will be, oh, yeah, no, we gonna be back, baby. Hey, look, I'll start back. If the Bulls was to ever get Giannis, I'll start back doing the Bulls watch parties on stream there because I ain't gonna lie. I still talk about the Bulls, and I got big news about me covering the Bulls too. I'll tell y'all at a later date. I got to definitely chop it up with you, Sean, about it too. Got an opportunity to cover the Bulls for somebody, so I'm finna get on that. But yeah, no, I'm not. I can't watch I can't live stream and watch the Bulls play like how bad this team is now. I watch them, but I'm not watching it live. You're not gonna watch me cry on stream. I'm good on that. I'm good on that at all, Sean. You're not gonna watch me have sorrows like nah, man. We're not doing that in my Sean voice. We're not doing that. Still no trade has happened though, but Sean, this one is big. But do you think it's a deeper meaning to this Luka trade that we're not paying attention to, or you just going to have to wait and see till it come out?
I think you have to wait and see. There's so much information out there, and obviously there's three sides to a story. There's their side, there's the other side, and there's the truth. Let's just wait until the truth comes out, because again, ultimately, I think it'll come down to who ultimately made the call. Right. Who ultimately made that decision? Because again, Nico stood up and said it was my call. It was a unilateral, decision.
I didn't tell my coach.
Yeah, I don't buy that for one.
No. I'm bad because I see Jason Kidd face. Jason Kidd
I'm not
talking
about the coach. I'm saying that he is the one that made the decision, that it didn't come from higher up. Yeah, because again, I think that's some garbage.
Yeah, the Bulls do need direction. What you say, Ralph? Ralph talking about y'all haven't been a big market since Derrick Rose leg. What are you talking about? We Chicago. Chicago is a big market, right? What are you talking about? Man, look, let me show you, man. NBA big. Look, you type in NBA big markets, the Bulls is up there.
It's like third, I believe.
Yeah, we're the third biggest market. The only next person that came up is like the Warriors because of Golden State. Look, I was saying, let me hold on, Sean. I gotta show Ralph. We gotta show Ralph facts because he'll swear somebody capping. NBA team mark. I literally Google NBA big markets, right? Even though this hoop social, whatever. But by the numbers and TV size, New York, LA, Chicago, number 3. Hold on, wait. I'm gonna move you out the way. New York, LA, and Chicago. We right there. We a big market. We a big market, man. I know we've been trashed, but don't disrespect like we not a big market. Because if Chicago Bulls basketball get good, you see what happened. And then during the Derrick Rose era, even when Derrick Rose was hurt, and then after the Derrick Rose era, we was still top 3 in attendance. We always came to the game. We literally only thing that made us slow down from coming to the games is when Zach LaVine went to that All-Star thing and said what he said, that we had to realize, and then that's what we finally told the truth about what was going on with the team, and we stopped going so he can make moves for the team. And then that's when we end up getting a DeMar DeRozan, Zach Vooch, and Lonzo team, which we're happy that he made moves. But yeah, no, it's so sad. No, we don't play with us. I wonder if Zion will get moved.
That is the interesting question, Woodich. I think we're all kind of waiting to see, you know, what's going to happen. We got about an hour left before the trade deadline.
And
New Orleans is the team I'm watching right now.
yeah, I'm looking out for it too.
Yeah, New Orleans is the team I'm watching right now. You know, he's what if they're moving? What do they want for him ultimately? Because again, I can imagine they're saying, yeah, we want a couple picks, which is reasonable, but you're not getting, you know, Rudy Gobert Hall for Zion. You're not getting 5 first-round picks for Zion. That's not happening.
Oh yeah, no. And then when they asked for too much for him, I'm like, bro, did you just see what Luka Doncic got traded for? What I look like?
Well, yeah, and so you know what, SB, that's a really quality point, right? Because I think there was a time where you saw the market 2 years ago where it was like certain guys going for 4 and 5 first-round picks, and Mikal Bridges went for multiple first-round picks, and Rudy Gobert, and now it's come back to the opposite end of the spectrum of now Luka only gets you a first-round pick, a future first-round pick, obviously with Anthony Davis. So, you know, I think it's going to come down to, you know, the market will always say, hey, here's what the market is right now for this player. Is the team willing to own and say, yeah, this is what you can get, you know, for this player? Again, I think Zion will be worth, you know, 2 first-rounders. I would say maybe even 3 if there's some protection on those first-rounders, just because he's under contract for 3 more years after this season. So that's the other part that you consider when you make a deal like this.
Woo and G Money kind of got my mind wondering, right? We talking about Zion. I wonder if Zion needs to get moved.
Mm-hmm.
The Timberwolves need to make a splash. All I'm saying is Julius Randle for Zion.
Yeah, I don't see, because again, you're gonna lose Julius Randle this offseason anyway, unless you're willing to give him a max deal. And again, Minnesota, I just don't see them doing that. They gave up Cat because they needed to get some flexibility, you know, financial flexibility. I just don't see them doing that. Yeah, I just don't see them doing that.
Everybody wants to come to Chicago, Raptors. Who want to go to Philly? Zion is the next big one, I think. I definitely think so. They said Zion and CJ stand since he has new management. Okay. Well, they got rid of Brandon Ingram, so I think nobody wants CJ, though. CJ kind of like a little too old at this point in his tenure in his career. I think CJ a little too old. But yeah, nothing else going on right now.
And also, I'm just thinking about from a basketball perspective, spacing. Julius Randle spaces the floor better than Zion.
Yeah.
They have awful. That's why Minnesota's so bad offensively. Their spacing is atrocious. That's why Ant's taking 15 threes a game. Because the spacing is so bad.
And like, please give me a big man to stretch the flow. Yeah. That's another thing that could have probably used a Valanciunas. I know they can't wait to get rid of Gobert when they can, but when they can, he's gonna be gone. Free Ant-Man too, by the way. Free Ant-Man. Come to Chicago. We take a lot of threes, and you're gonna have a lot of space. If the NBA, if it's a conspiracy theory of going on that the NBA has something to do with Luka, which we know is cap, which we know is cap, Sean. But if it's an NBA conspiracy going on that Luka got traded to the Lakers because of ratings, well, you can just get the ratings even higher by trading Anthony Edwards to the Chicago Bulls because they gonna think he Michael Jordan's son anyway. So that's the perfect thing. Look, just make it happen. That's all I ask. Just make it happen. You know.
SB, you familiar with the soaps, like soap operas?
Yeah.
You know who Victor Newman is?
Victor Newman? No.
Victor Newman is like probably one of the greatest soap opera characters on Young and the Restless.
Okay.
Young and the Restless would not trade Victor Newman to General Hospital to help General Hospital the soaps get more ratings. Like that's just you don't
Look, man.
like
It's higher power. I'm just look. Sometimes you just got to throw stuff in the air and then just plant that seed and just watch it grow like a chia pet. Okay, dude outside. Hold on, Shabby. We're right back. Dude outside. Hold it down.
Yeah.
Hold it down. All right, lead us up.
Yep. Got about an hour left. Trade deadline.
Get this food.
Of course, any questions in the chat, feel free to drop them in. We'll do our best to answer them. But yeah, some good trades today so far. DeAndre Hunter going to Cleveland. Good trade. Yusuf Nurkic and a first-round pick going to Charlotte. Really solid trade for the Charlotte Hornets. Some good trades today. But again, we got about an hour left. This is usually when you start to see a flurry of some last-minute trades come through. So we'll see what happens during this last hour. But of course, let's see if there's some big trades that come on. G Money said, I wouldn't mind trading Mitchell for Kessler and Sexton. Yeah. I mean, I don't financially, I don't think that works because Sexton, he just is a lot of money for a backup point guard who's not going to play a lot of minutes behind, with Brunson and with Josh Hart, and they like Miles McBride a lot. Yeah. Yeah, exactly, Ralph. Yeah. Young and the rest of trades Victor Newman for the midget from Guiding Light. Yeah, see, exactly. Like that's just not happening. Yeah. But definitely, yeah, man. Yeah, tell us what y'all think. What was your favorite trade today? What happened or last night, or your favorite trade of the trade deadline so far? And also, Steve Kerr brought something up last night. He said he would like to see the trade deadline move to the All-Star break. What do y'all think about that? That the trade deadline should be moved to All-Star break. What do y'all think on Steve Kerr's thoughts on that? Tank said Golden State needs to move Kuminga. I'll say this. I think it really depends on what they want to do with Draymond long term. Because I think, again, it's if they decide to move Draymond, I think Kuminga's their four of the future. But I think it really depends on what happens with Draymond, because obviously he looks like he's on the downside of his career, and he could still have some value, on maybe some other teams, a team that's on the rise and looking for that veteran guy. But yeah, so I think it really depends on what they want to do with Draymond long term. But they like Kuminga a lot. I don't think they want to move Kuminga, but I do think they got to consider, again, Kuminga's a restricted free agent this offseason. What is Kuminga going to get, on the market? What team is going to offer him a contract, and will they be willing to match it? So, but we'll see. Taj says he likes that idea. I like that idea too, Taj. I think, moving the trade deadline to All-Star break, at least a Thursday before All-Star break, might actually be, a great benefit. So, we'll see, what happens there. So Ralph said, I was working the Sixers game last night versus your Heat, and the Heat fans who were there were upset about Jimmy. How you feel about the pieces you guys got? They're probably in the minority, Ralph. At the end of the day, Jimmy Butler didn't want to be in Miami, and it's about volunteers, not hostages. So you don't want somebody who's there who does not want to be there. So you let them go.
Who got traded?
Oh no, they were just no, nothing's broken as of yet. We were just talking about Steve Kerr, SB. Said last night he would like to see the trade deadline move to All-Star break.
What should be moved to also like after All-Star?
No, like the week of All-Star break, like have it moved. So, like you're not pulling guys out of games and, that type of stuff that is just hard on teams when you got to move a guy, like, have a guy come out of the game or, out of pregame or whatever because they're being traded.
Oh, what if it's like during the season though? You know what I'm saying? Like it's still gonna happen regardless. Same thing he's trying to avoid. I get it though.
Yeah, but I think obviously the biggest flurry of trades happens at this time, so that's what I think he's talking about. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
we no trade somebody during the All-Star game. I did boogie.
Yeah.
No.
Let's see.
I think you were saying something about volunteers and not hostages.
No. There was Ralph was saying that there were some Heat fans at the Sixers game last night who were upset about the Jimmy trade, and I was telling them I think they're in the minority because at the end of the day, Jimmy Butler didn't want to be in Miami, and so if you don't want to be there, we don't want you. Goodbye. Thank you. Goodbye.
Yeah, the Heat different. Like if you don't want to be there, they'll get you up out of there. Yeah. So that's what like it just depends. Yeah. Shams, drop some news. Jimmy's only acts up when his money. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, exactly. So
I mean, you would too.
Yeah, we know the MO.
It's only about money. I actually think Jimmy actually loved playing in Miami actually, but my money ain't right. I act up too.
Yeah, but I mean, listen, the team doesn't have to pay you just because you want it. Yeah. So that's not the way this works.
I think De'Aaron Fox handled his better. That's how you supposed to do it.
Easily. Mm-hmm. Come to work, do your job. Yeah. You know, as KG say, ball the F out, and things tend to work out. So
speaking of the KG thing, I want to talk about that. Remember that video I sent you about when KG said like the players today ruined everything they fought for?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's what's gonna happen. He was like, this Jimmy Butler situation is gonna start having non-guaranteed contracts.
I mean, anytime these type of things happen, you know, it's so much bigger than one guy because owners never forget when it comes time for collective bargaining.
Mm-hmm.
So,
see the Ben Simmons rule.
Yeah, so I don't think it's going to be that to that point. But I mean, you know, the 65 game minimum and all of those different things, and you know, I think that's the owner's way of saying, come. You get paid a lot of money. Come to work and do your job.
NBA players get paid a lot of money now, compared to what Magic Johnson, Michael Jordan are getting. Oh, y'all know, it's a 9-day difference. I'm sorry to tell you.
Yeah, I just want to say, G Money, Obi Toppin and Big D in consecutive words is a really, really interesting way to write that. I'm just leave that alone.
Yeah. No, that was wild.
Yeah.
That was wild.
Yeah.
Do you like my Miles Turner? Hold on, wait. Miles Turner? I didn't see this one. Miles Turner. So the Mavs idea you can trade Gafford, Exum in the second round pick. With the Pacers accept that? My boy
what would be the deal?
Gafford, Exum, second round picks for Miles Turner. Would the Pacers accept that though? That's my point.
Yeah, I don't see why the Pacers would accept that deal. Yeah, I don't see why the Pacers would accept that deal.
Yeah, I think Gafford is not going to look as good as he have been because he don't have a player like Luka no more. Luka made Gafford look better. Trust me, I have seen Gafford in Chicago. And we see him in the Wizards.
Yeah.
He's one of those players that need that versatile playmaker. I mean, not a versatile playmaker, that playmaker that can create shots for him, make his job easier. Gafford going to protect the rim, dunk, attack, athletic, run up and down the floor. So you need that playmaker for that.
Well, I mean, remember, G Money, you know, when you have a guy's bird rights, as the Pacers do, they don't have to necessarily make a quick decision. They could potentially say, hey, we can work on a sign and trade with you in the offseason, you know, if they don't want to keep him. So, you know, it's not – the Pacers don't necessarily need to rush. The Pacers' big issue is, you know, they got two max players and Halliburton and Pascal Siakam. They're not a team because they're a small market team. They're not a team that wants to pay the tax.
Yeah.
So that's why they got to consider, what happens with Miles Turner long term. Maybe they work out, a deal with Miles Turner in the offseason, but it's got to be in the mind frame of, they're not a team that wants to pay the tax.
Yeah, they don't want to talk. Yeah, they don't. Trust me, they had a chance to get Anthony Davis before, and they turned it down because they didn't want to pay that money. So trust me, you'll think a team would be different. No, Pex is not. We're not doing that at all.
So we got about 47 minutes left until the trade deadline. Question for you, SB. Obviously the Jimmy Butler to the Warriors move is, big move. What do you think they have to do before the end of this trade deadline to fortify their roster?
Ooh, okay. So let me go back to the Jimmy Butler trade to be exact. Because now with Jimmy Butler's on the roster, you lose Wiggs. So Jimmy Butler's covering your three. Cal Anderson. For me, I would say another big, but you're just going to need another spark off the bench, maybe. Because the starting lineup is what? Steph, Buddy Hield, Jimmy, Draymond, and who's the Warrior center right now?
I mean, if you technically it's Draymond, but
technically Draymond, yeah. I say probably you're gonna need some more. Because at the end of the day, I know Jimmy is known as a defender, but he ain't the same Jimmy defending that he was when he was in Minnesota or Chicago. So I say add somebody off the bench, maybe another big, or you got to get another like a defender.
Wow.
Do you think this move make them back contending to what they want to be because they want to compete? Obviously,
I think they just want to get in the dance and see what happens.
Yeah, they said like we got Steph Curry, anything's possible, but
yeah. And they just want to show. I think they want to show and prove that we still feel like we got a chance to make a run with this last leg of Steph. A la Tim Duncan in 2014. So, is it possible? That remains to be seen. But, I think that's what they really believe, that they got a 2-year window to do something.
One thing I want to do, get credit to the new ownership of the Warriors, bro. For Steph Curry better feel privileged because a lot of superstars don't get this. They see we got a star, Steph Curry. They say every year we're gonna try to win, compete every year. We're gonna try to do what we can for you, Steph. And a lot of people don't do that because I think after that, they wouldn't have got that last championship that's got because they probably would have gave up and blew the team up. I think after usually most teams that gonna run like this, or most owners who don't want to pay or give up on the team or don't really do everything for the star. I think when KD left, they probably would have blew the team up by then. But for them to stay the course, say, hey, bro, we got Steph Curry. We try to get we're gonna maximize as much as we can up out of Steph. I just want to say tip my hat to the Warriors organization for that because a lot of stars do not get that, Sean, at all. I can't tell you the last star that they did that for. Okay. I would say Jordan, but Jordan forced their hand every time to get them to do something. They wasn't doing it for him. LeBron had to move around.
Yeah, I would say maybe Magic.
Yeah.
Magic would probably be the one that comes to mind. Yeah, so
I'm gonna say, and then I would say Tim Duncan, but he just had his same people. They didn't really get nobody. They just Red Popovich found his solid core, and they just left it the same.
Yeah.
How much you think Wiggs gonna prove the Heat?
I think if he just comes in and just plays his role, and particularly defensively, I think he's gonna be fine. I think he's gonna be a great fit. Because again, with him, there's no ego. He honestly, I think he's just a guy. He wants to hoop, go home, hang out with his kids, and play video games. I mean, that's
that sounds like Wiggs, Canadian. And then now he can actually just hoop in peace because he got rid of when he posted that, the hype that he had when he first came in.
Yeah, and also, I mean, not to make light of it, but his dad was sick the last few years, couple years. He passed away, last year. And so not having to necessarily deal with, his father being ill. And certainly I think that factors in as well. So I think he's just, I think he's just going to be happy to be somewhere that, wants him. And again, it's just about hoop at the end of the day. And so if he's about that, he'll be fine.
Yeah, I'm going to say, that's all it is about Miami. If you come in and do your job, you'll be all right in Miami. Come in. And have a 0.1% body fat, you'll be all right in Miami.
Yeah. Mark Spears reporting that it's unlikely that Zion or CJ McCollum will be moving.
Okay.
From New Orleans. Not surprised on CJ. Nobody wants CJ. And but the Zion thing is interesting. The Zion thing is very interesting. I'll just say that.
Yeah, probably know what that mean though. I think they took calls and nobody offered them nothing good. Zion 90s, but he don't play. All I got is a second round pick for you. And they're like, you can't just trade Zion for that. Even though Zion don't play. But Zion value has significantly dropped, I can tell you that. There's only so much I give up for Zion. And it's not a lot. You might have to actually give me more for taking him.
I mean,
I'm being real. The best ability is availability.
Of course.
And honestly, another team that needs to probably get on it soon and get rid of their stars is Philly. Because you better get something for Joel Embiid while you got value. I do. I'll get rid of him ASAP.
I think it's going to be a conversation this offseason. I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah, him and Paul George. Paul George can go too. Send Paul George back to the Clippers. Or send him back to Indiana. Nets need to trade Cam Johnson. A lot of teams want Cam Johnson, though. That's the main thing with Cam.
Yeah, but the Nets want a haul for Cam Johnson. I think the initial talk was 3 first rounders.
3 first rounders is wicked.
Yeah. So, Sean Marks, he's, Sean Marks with Sean, and again, a lot of people haven't talked about it, but what Sean Marks got in the KD trade and the Kyrie Irving trade, and and moving, some of those other pieces, he's stacking up assets for them. So if they have a price point for Cam Johnson, who we would all I think agree is his best player. Same for Nick Claxton if they're going to move Claxton, which again I don't think they want to move Claxton. It's going to take it's going to take a haul. So we got a trade, we got another trade.
Got a trade? Oh, okay. Hold on. Sorry.
Yes, we do. Got a trade. The LA Clippers are trading Terrence Mann and Bones Highland to the Atlanta Hawks for Bogdan Bogdanovic and 3 second-round picks.
Okay, I think I'm back now. I lagged.
Yeah, did you hear? I'm sorry, I'll announce it again.
Go ahead.
The trade is the Los Angeles Clippers are trading Terrence Mann and Bones Highland to the Atlanta Hawks for Bogdan Bogdanovic, and 3 second-round picks.
The Terrence Mann trade. Dang, I didn't expect to see Terrence Mann get traded. It's the trade deadline.
I mean, with the emergence of Norman Powell.
Yeah.
And obviously, what's Terrence Mann's value to the Clips at this point? They get Bogdan, get a shooter, and those 3 second-round picks.
They get that shooter. So no, you're right.
Yeah, and Bones Highland had pretty much, kind of fallen out of the rotation for the last year. It seems like, You know, so
where was Bones at again at first? And he asked for a trade. Was it the Nuggets, right?
Denver, yes.
And Denver was actually building them up to use him. And that was the dumbest thing he did with the actual trade out of Denver. Should just stay where he was at. And they was actually using Bones. Bones hasn't played since he left. Man, used to be one of them untouchables. I talked to L&B. Yeah, it's over with. Yeah, it's over with, Sean. Sean Barks needs to sell Starbucks coffee. 3 first round for CJ is outrageous. Hey, look, y'all want him. Hey, look, another thing I give the Warriors credit for as an organization-wise, they showed you how to get rid of an asset. They showed you how to get rid of an asset that you know you don't want and don't have value. You gas them up. And if y'all don't know which one I'm talking about, and this move led to them winning the championship, it's when they had D'Angelo Russell and they traded him for Wiggins. They traded D'Angelo Russell for Wiggins and got a pick too. They traded D'Lo for Andrew Wiggins and a first round pick,
which turned out to be Kuminga.
And which turned out to be Kuminga. And you know, and now I know somebody gonna be like, oh, but you know, that's D'Lo fresh from the Nets and all the D'Lo wasn't the same. D'Lo wasn't, you shouldn't have got that much for D'Lo. And the Warriors knew that too. You could tell how the Warriors was playing with D'Lo. You knew that like D'Lo wasn't gonna be in there gonna work. But you didn't hear them say one or the fan base or nobody didn't say nothing bad about D'Lo. They praise it. Every time you see Sticker, oh yeah, we love D'Lo. He's gonna be a part of our future. Him and Steph Curry's the backcourt and everything. They look so great out there and everything. Whole time knowing he finna trade him out the door. But let me go to somewhere like the Lakers, where instead of gassing D'Lo up, y'all trashed him the whole time. Playing good or not, trashed him the whole time. Organization trashing them, trashing D'Lo. So then when you bring somebody to the table and then be like, hey, can you trade for this guy? And they only give you a nickel, and you think you should get $2-3 worth of something. Like, no, I see you in the media trashing them. No, we good. We good on that. We good now. That's why if anytime you know you want somebody off your team, you better praise them to the highest. Oh, yeah, no, man, he good. We want to keep him. I mean, you know, if we have to get rid of him, we will. But, you know, no. We ain't doing that. Grizzlies need to find a trade for Smart. I don't know. Nobody else going to go get him, bro. I don't know who going to trade for
him. Yeah, I mean, again, and a lot of times it's not who will trade for him, is what are you asking for him?
Yeah, what you asking for? What's the asking price? What's the asking price for Marcus Smart? That's a good question. And then who you get? Who should the Grizzlies go for? Citizen Salute was in here early. I was saying Citizen Salute as a Bucks could use Marcus Smart. Maybe. I wouldn't be mad. I wouldn't be mad to see that. I wouldn't be mad to see that at all. Wait, what's this? It's probably the same trade. Yep. Bucks lay Bulldog. Dang, Terrence Mann. So Atlanta out here making moves. I think Atlanta might be done after this move, though.
Oh, they might be. I mean, they have a motivation to try to make the playoffs, because their first round pick, I believe, is owned by San Antonio. You know, so because of the DeJounte Murray trade. So yeah,
the Bucks need to trade Pat Connaughton. I mean, you could probably put a Pat Connaughton package together for Marcus Smart, maybe. The Bucks need a better coach. We all know that, but we gonna rock with who they got. we know that. We know that, but
yeah. So the Hawks aren't they're not trying to tank. They're trying to because again they don't own their first round pick this year, so they need to
make that pick work. So
yeah.
In the other way, Smart value is outdated. Yeah. I mean, yeah.
I'm not going to say his value is outdated. I mean, I think his value is based on where he is
right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's understandable. Hawks need to trade Capella. Trade him to the Lakers. That's who need a big man. I'll be calling the Lakers. But I don't think the Lakers got nothing else left.
No, I ain't got nothing else.
Yeah, I'm just saying, I got that. Let me go. I want the NBA trade machine updated. Let's see. Fanspo. Let me see. I'm waiting to see Nikola Vucevic trade, but I think we should be stuck with Vucevic this year, though.
Well, you got about 30 minutes to go, so anything can happen in the next 30 minutes. So
come on, lock in, Chicago, baby. Lock in. We need to tank. Don't make it look too obvious, though, because we ain't gonna get our they're gonna make sure we don't be in the top 3. Okay. Dorian Finney-Smith. How many picks they got? The Lakers only got a second-round pick. They got their first-round pick next year, 2026, 2028, 2030. Okay. Yeah.
Which they can't trade right now.
Yeah, they can't trade it right now. So it would have been gone by now if they could trade it. Yeah. Look, man. Got to trade Bronny. Hey, look, son. Sorry. You gotta trade Bronny for that big man. I'll be petty just to be asking teams. Now, I guarantee you, if Rob Pelinka trade Bronny, I bet he gonna have to tell Bronny. I bet he tell Bron before the end that he trade him.
Well, there's some fodder, I'll use that term out there, that's saying that Bron knew about the AD trade before it happened.
It's a possibility. I think he did. The Lakers sound like they got no future. I mean, they do. Luka, magic. But Giannis say magic, Luka. I want to see magic.
I mean, he's their future until 2026.
2026,
for right now. So, we'll see.
Yeah, but those Euro players don't really like being moved around like that anyway, though. So I think Luka gonna stay probably.
Well, again, this is his first time experience. I mean, he got traded on draft night, obviously, but this is his first time. The question is, does he want the experience of free agency?
Yeah.
Right. Because again, that's his power.
Yeah.
It's free agency. And again, I would be shocked if he went to the Lakers this summer and said, yeah, I'm not signing an extension. Get me out of here. He may say, I'm not ready to sign an extension yet. And there's no value for him to sign an extension because he's already lost $117 million on the potential extension being traded. So I don't think it depends on what his team, his reps are telling him. I would be surprised if they don't say to him, hey, take this to, next summer. And let's see what happens. Because again, Luka's only going to be 27. There's going to be teams, angling to try to get Luka. So, he could be LeBron 2010 potentially in 26.
Still don't make no sense, bro. Don't make no sense to me, bro.
Yeah.
Still don't, bro. 20, bro. This dude, young. Shams refresh. Okay, we'll wait on Shams to see what's going on. We got 30 more minutes to the trade deadline?
Yeah, just under 30 minutes. Yep.
Just under 30 minutes. Okay, we're gonna wait and see. Yeah, nothing still. Okay. Well, all right, it'll take me a potty break. Be right back, Sean.
G-Money said, KC, what's up, KC? He said, my Clippers always want to be in the mix. Terrence, man, are going to how? Yeah, of course. And I haven't looked at it, KC, but I got to think there's probably some tax implications with the deal. I'm not sure what Bones Highland was making salary-wise. Let me look that up and see. That might be part of the motivation to do it, is to get, some tax, a little more tax freedom. Let's see. Clippers. Let's see. Bogdan was making $17 million this year. See. what was, yeah. Yeah, Bogdan making 17 million. Terrence Mann making 11.4. Bones Highland. Why is he not showing up? Yes. Yeah, I gotta think there might have been some tax implications there for the Bones Highland making 4. So it's pretty much an even swap from a salary perspective. Not too crazy. Yeah, not too crazy. Said, do you think New York should consider a Vooch trading Vooch? And yeah, no, I don't see how that helps the Knicks. I don't see how that helps the Knicks. Casey said, I know someone who's extra mad at the trade with Jimmy, Butler, Klay Thompson. Jimmy got 2 years, $121 million. Hey, listen, the Warriors made a decision to basically say, hey, listen, at the end of the day, you've had an Achilles tear, you've had an ACL tear. It's clear you're not what you once were. We just can't pay you at that level. And I don't know if Klay was necessarily trying to be paid at that level. I just think it just got to the point where it was like we just both think we want to go our separate ways. More Klay than the Warriors, but we'll see.
Okay, what tell me something happened.
No, nothing happened. Just answering some stuff in the chat.
Okay, oh yeah. Shout out my boy KC. Oh yeah, Terrence Mango. He's the Clippers guy. Makes Terrence Man's going to Atlanta for Bogdan. Yeah. Hey, KD should be out of this world right now. No, I don't think so. I don't think they're gonna move KD. It's over with. But he's mad. I won't be surprised if KD try to get up out of there now. Do you think New York should trade him for Vooch or Ayton? Not Aiden, but I wouldn't be surprised. I'm surprised that Grant ain't been moved yet off Portland yet. Maybe because of his contract, maybe.
Yeah, and again, it comes down to me. What do these teams want?
Mm-hmm. Shit. You said Klay mad that Jimmy got more money. I mean, at this point in time, Jimmy a better player than Klay, though, for sure. So it's like, I think the best trade may be last. What trade is that? I wonder. I know Shams don't get no sleep. I forgot Shams was from Chicago too, but Shams right don't get no sleep around this time.
Yeah, I got 24 minutes left till the trade deadline.
24 minutes left for the trade deadline.
If any last minute deals sneak in through here.
Come on. Let me see. I'm gonna look up Bulls trade rumors or something. Somebody's in the mix. I think your Miami Heat done though, right? Maybe.
Depends on Kyle Anderson. So if someone calls on Kyle Anderson, but other than that, I don't think we'll see.
Oh wow. Okay. Wow, this was kind of crazy. I don't think they're gonna do it though. They said allegedly the Magic called about Kobe White. I guess the Bulls said no.
Yeah, that does surprise me. The Magic need a guard who can handle the ball.
Kobe White on the Magic could be nice. I mean, they got to give us something back in return. They could take Vooch back too, though. Send Vooch back to Orlando.
Yeah,
Orlando Magic.
Yeah, good luck with that.
He said, "Good luck with that." Kobe White a dog. I ain't gonna lie. I like Kobe White. The Warriors still might try. Oh, that was Super Bowl a couple days ago. Yeah. Let me see. NBA trade rumors around the league. Recent one. Okay. This was an update from like an hour ago. Kevin Durant. Okay. Cavs add Hunter. So I was getting aggressive calls on that. The trades that ain't been made yet. Nikola Vucevic, the Grizzlies, Marcus Smart. Oh yeah, that's another name too. I'm surprised somebody called for Duncan, not Duncan Robinson. I was just saying Duncan Robinson in the chat. God darn you, Woo. Pat for Duncan Robinson. I think you'll take that. But Robert Williams of the Trailblazers. Everybody said they need a big, and I think you get Robert Williams with the cheap.
Yeah, no, we don't. We like Duncan Robinson. We like Duncan Robinson. Yeah, we're good. We're good on Pat.
Yeah. See, I ain't get rid of.
No, and Duncan, to his credit, he has expanded his game even more.
Mm-hmm.
Taking dudes off the dribble now, getting to the rim. He ain't just a shooter anymore. So yeah, I know. I like Duncan Robinson.
All right. Vooch would be solid. Everybody say Vooch would be solid. Go make that call. Go ahead, trade. Trade Vooch to us. We just go ahead and move forward. I mean, trade Vooch from us.
Yeah, no.
But I'm trying to think who next, sure. Zeller and Houston's 2028 second round pick to the Rockets. So I don't know what else they trading for back in return. I don't know, but we get
probably
money or cash. It was, you know what I'm saying, just a second of cash, Subway sandwich or something. Vooch would be nice as a six man for somebody. Yeah. Tyler, these are first time in your even shy time. Yep. Cody Zeller to the Rockets. That's a solid pick. I don't think he gonna play though, but that's a nice vet to add to the young bigs that you got. Sengun. They say Vooch is trending right now.
You said Vooch is what?
Trending. I don't see Vucevic right here trending on the side. I don't know what that is. Vucevic is trending. Come on now. What are we talking about? Let me see why Vucevic is trending. People just begging to trade Vucevic to the Warriors. Vucevic is the only landing spot. But I'm saying, what you gonna trade for though? That's what I'm saying. Like, what could the Warriors trade though?
To get Vooch?
Yeah, let's give us what, Kuminga?
I don't know. It wouldn't be Kuminga.
No,
it wouldn't be Kuminga.
That's probably why we can't get him. Let me see who Jimmy being on the roster. Let me look at Golden State roster now in a whole. Now you got Jimmy Butler, cause Schroder gone. Yeah, it would only be Kuminga, Sean, because they got Jimmy, Steph, Draymond, Buddy Hill, Tracy Jackson Davis, Kuminga, Lodi, Moses Moody, Gary Payton, Brandon Pott, Quentin Post, G. Santos, Pat Spencer. Unless it's gonna be like a lot of picks.
Yeah, and again, I don't think it would be a whole lot of picks, but
yeah, I would say honestly, Sean, what it's looking like the Warriors need is bench depth for sure. Their bench is cooked. Ever since the Jimmy Butler played the trade, their bench is cooked. You think Steph and Jimmy go like hoop together and it'd be like good? They actually can mesh, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, I think again, it's going to take a little bit of time. I mean, especially just to figure out, spacing and things like that. You know, Jimmy, you know, I think one of the probably underrated parts of Jimmy's game is he is a good playmaker. He will, you know, set guys up very well. So, and while he's not a great 3-point shooter, you have to guard him out there because he can hit them. You know, so I think it's just gonna, you know, take a little bit of time just to figure out some of that. But you know, and obviously Jimmy hasn't played a lot in the last month, so you know, where's his conditioning going to be? You know, things like that coming off of, you know, being out for basically the last month. So, you know, I think it'll take a little bit of time, but I think they'll be okay.
Well, I don't know if we getting anything else.
Let's see. Listen, you know, hey, listen. You know,
no, we get those.
We got 17 minutes.
17 minutes, yeah.
17 minutes. So we'll see.
See what goes on with the trade.
You know, any team that stands out for you that you thought definitely would be making a move that hasn't made a move yet?
That hasn't made a move yet. My boy Golden Chat, salute go. What NBA team that I thought would make moves and haven't? Let me go back to the standings and I could tell you what. I know one team that needs to stop making moves, the Sacramento Kings, because good God, they're not doing a good job. Philly for sure. Minnesota Timberwolves for sure. I go Philly, Timberwolves. And yeah, that's it. I want to say maybe the Pistons, but I know why they probably not. I know why they probably not, because they want to just see what their young core can do. And
I don't think they want to mess with that. I think the Pistons and the Rockets are probably very hesitant to mess with their young core, particularly the Pistons, because without Jaden Ivey, you know, you don't want to make a reactive move. So I would think the Pistons, listen, the Pistons would be happy just to make the play-in and potentially make the playoffs. You know, so yeah.
Well, it's crazy talking about the Pistons now because go here, but he said y'all doing a trade. Yeah, we doing a trade deadline show. We've been here the whole trade deadline all morning. All morning. He said, SB, we predicted Zach LaVine deal to the Kings, but the deal wasn't anything close to what we thought. I know, right? I wanted Keegan Murray, bro. I just feel like we got the short end of this. I mean, for what we gave up, I mean, you know, I think we should have got at least Keegan Murray back. And I was Keegan Murray, I probably would want to leave too myself, because now it's just like I'm never gonna get to shoot the ball and play. He not at all, man. He not at all, bro. I'm just I don't know, bro. I'm happy Zach is gone, and it's not because Zach is a player. It's just because we got a direction of what we doing. So I'm happy Zach going. I mean, we in direction of rebuilding. But the problem comes into play. It's just like, why we get fleeced? Like, it's still Zach LaVine, and his contract. Don't let them sugar coach out and take it a bad deal. Like, we got nothing. We got our pick back and Kevin Herter.
Well, I mean, getting y'all's pick back, well, that's the win.
Another one has just dropped. This is from a trade, from another trade.
Yeah, see it. Yeah, got it.
About the Detroit Pistons. Detroit Pistons are acquiring Dennis Schroder from the Utah Jazz. Oh, wait. We were just talking about Detroit. Maybe they really want to do that to the young core, but they added a veteran guard to put next to Cade and did a shooter. I think this is good. Sometimes you do need at least a couple of little vets in your locker room. So I think this is a solid move.
Yeah, I think it's a solid move. You know, he's in the last year of his deal, so this is really a rental more than anything for for Detroit. But again,
Well, the Piston fan of the chat don't like this one. It's a solid move for the Pistons, though. It's solid.
Yeah, I mean, certainly, again, we know Dennis Schroder can play. I would think that his value more than anything will be that he'll just provide some solid depth for them, at least on this playoff run. But he's not a long-term
answer, though.
He's just a rental for this season, and that's it.
Yeah, I think he's just a rental. Yeah, rental for the season. And getting out dying. Yeah, they is doing Dennis Schroder crazy. He is getting passed around the league. Dennis Schroder is like a solid backup point guard. I wouldn't want him as my starting point guard, but as a backup point guard, that's cool. So if Detroit get him and he come off the bench of Detroit. Wait, did Detroit just get like Reggie Jackson too? But again.
Did they just get Reggie Jackson? Maybe they did.
Yeah, I thought they did. Like, why they getting all these guards? Oh, wait a minute. Jaden Ivey could be available. Why you getting all these guards, Sean? You know what I'm saying? Jaden Ivey.
No, it was the Wizards.
Wizards got him.
Wizards got Reggie Jackson.
Oh, well, never mind. My theory is cap. I'm just saying stuff at this point. Yep, that's it so far. We got 10 more minutes. But they have some trades that come in after too. They be saying like 10 minutes, but I think people be still in the works. And they got sites. They do play no minutes. Yeah. Why are teams sleeping on Bruce Brown?
I don't think teams are sleeping on Bruce Brown. I think again the question is asking price for Bruce Brown.
That's probably it. What's the asking price for? What did Bruce Brown just get traded? Right? He was in one of these.
Yeah, to the Pelicans.
Oh well, yeah, the Pelicans. The Pelicans want to keep him. Bruce Brown, solid championship piece to the Denver Nuggets. That's why sometimes, Bruce Brown in the right situation is great. Reggie Jackson did go to the Wiz. Yeah, the Wiz. Yeah, he in the right situation. He'll be good. Oh man, I like I said before we started. I think all our big splashes went away. Like I think we just gonna get like other role players moves. That's it. I don't really see no like big star moving. Also, sorry about that. I think this DeAndre Hunter trade might be the biggest trade of the day. Oh, and also when I was when I had went to the kitchen and went to the bathroom, I had looked at my phone. I think another reason why they got Mark Williams, right? Lakers fans will always gas everything and push it up. So I guess allegedly every time Jokic plays against this kid, he don't have as many good games. I was like, man, don't let that man fool you, man. He probably didn't care. He was in Charlotte. It was an off day. The kid, I would say, don't. That's why he the Jokic stopper. I would say, don't start that. You don't start that. Don't start that.
Yeah, because 35, 15, and 10 later.
Yeah. I was he the Jokic stopper. Okay. You go learn. You go learn real quick. Watch out the Bulls, Mike. I swear I will boycott the Bulls for a year. If we trade Bulls just for a second round pick. See, now you gotta be scared. Let me refresh the thing. Champagne's probably getting reset so much. Nothing. So nothing so far. We good. We good so far, sure.
Yeah.
Well, good. Well, solid. Well, we still got Luka, Fox, Jimmy. Well, say question for you, Charles. What big star should be traded if you had to pick one?
What big star should be traded?
Or just need to let it go, or just move on from him.
I don't know if I would define this guy as a big star. I think he's a really good player. For me, it'd be Anthony Simons.
Anthony Simons?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a good pick. That's a good solid player.
Now, again, for me, it appears they see enough in Shaden and Scoot that's going to be their backcourt of the future. Anthony Simons is probably going to be the odd man out at some point. But they're such a mismatched roster because they got like 4 young guys. I think they're really big on in Scoot and Shaden, Chris Murray, Keegan Murray's twin brother, and Donovan Clingan. Can they, go ahead and just say, hey, listen, we got to figure out a way to move Ayton. We got to figure out a way to move Simons, Jeremy Grant, and let's just make these 4 guys our core 4.
Yep.
And continue to add pieces and assets, around them. So I'm going to say Anthony Simons, but I think it's Portland. Portland needs to get their roster headed in a specific direction because they just got a lot of guys who I don't think fit their long-term plans.
He said, Amari Conference, he ain't no star, man. It's like 8 points, 9 points a game. He ain't no star. If I had to pick my big star to trade, it's Joel Embiid. Get the process is over. I'm gonna keep saying it. The process is over. I get ahead of it now. Since we just doing it now with things with the De'Aaron Fox and the Luka trade. We just getting ahead of it now. So let's go and get ahead of Joel Embiid. Hit the button, start the process. I believe they got their pick this year too, and then just let the chips fall where they fall. Because at least, if you traded Joel Embiid, I understand why you traded Joel Embiid. Don't be healthy and he older. If Joel Embiid was 25, going on 26, then I'll be like, okay. But we know that ain't the case. Jeez, I don't think I see none. I think we might ride down to the last one, Sean. We might ride down to the last trade.
Yeah, we got 5 minutes left. We'll see. We'll see what happens. 5 minutes to go. Oh wait, breaking news. Got breaking news.
Trade?
Yep.
Oh, okay. What we got?
The Memphis Grizzlies are trading Marcus Smart and a 2025 first-round pick to the Washington Wizards in a multi-team trade that sends 2 second-round picks to Memphis. Memphis creates roster flexibility with the move.
Oh, man. Oh, wow. Never mind. Y'all was just talking about Marcus Smart. Look. Smart would be Cassie spell. Enjoy the Wizard Oscar. Trade podcast P 100%. Well, we were just talking about trade Marcus Smart too. Wow. Yeah. That makes sense though. Oh, that's tough. The Smart should be waived. You better not waive no Marcus Smart. You'll be out your mind. Jordan Poole just better get traded. So that's all that is. That's it. It's just to prepare. They bringing more vets in. You got a Chris Middleton. You got a Marcus Smart now, Sean. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. So do these. They just dump players off for the Wizards? That's basketball hell, baby.
He's got a year left on his deal at just over $21 million. So I don't know if they'll want to waive him, with that much time left on his deal. Kind of the same thing with Chris Middleton. It looks like the Wizards, they're just trying to acquire, again, picks, assets, and, see what happens. But, obviously they're not going anywhere. With their team.
I think G Money said it's another trade. He said Kevin Porter to the Bucks and Boochamp to the Clips. This happened right now?
Hold on a second.
Yeah, let me see.
Hold on.
Yeah, or unless it's part of the Marcus Smart deal.
Yeah.
Dang. Not Marcus Smart. Not Marcus. Dang, not like this, Marky Mark.
Yeah, that's the deal. Yes, the Clippers are trading Kevin Porter Jr. to Milwaukee for Marjon Beauchamp.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, solid move. Okay. 2 more minutes to the trade deadline. Who else will be traded next? Because also sometimes you could probably have a trade in mind, but also you got to find that third team. Sometimes teams need to find that third team to be involved. That Marcus Smart get traded, but Vooch probably still. Oh my God, we keeping Vooch. Why? I don't think your Heat doing nothing else either. I think y'all will probably be in the buyout market. I think the Lakers going to be heavy in the buyout market too. But no, we keeping Vooch. Why?
And I don't think it's going to be a huge buyout market, to be honest.
I don't think so either.
You know. So that's the other part is, I don't think it's going to be.
Oh man,
it's going to be this major buyout market. Yeah, the question, and again, I doubt seriously he does this, but Chris Middleton has a player option for next year. If he indicates to the Wizards that he's going to opt out and he wants to be bought out,
he's gonna buy
something else. But again, I doubt he would give up $34 million next season guaranteed to be bought out. Yeah, unless they're gonna, really, juice that buyout. But I just don't see that happening.
Yeah, I was say he must be out of his mind to take not take that money. I was thinking Jimmy was out of his mind, not accepting that player option. I gave him on the contract and said he wasn't going to take his $50 million. I said, bro, you're crazy. I'm signing that contract and then requesting a trade. Okay. Oh, this might be the only other one.
Yeah. Let's see.
Yeah. Because the trade deadline officially ended. But obviously, it's going to be later trades that come out. They still got to put them in. So I'll wait like another couple of minutes, Sean, and see if we get something else. And then we can do a full recap of today. Downs, Shams, Twitter. Yep, Kevin Porter Jr., Beauchamp. Sad thing to happen with Kevin Porter Jr. with him, whatever happened when he got in trouble, because his kid was talented. One bad thing could get you off track. It is 2:00. That has been the trade deadline special. Sean, we're going to go through the trades we had today and see what we got. I know I got a couple more minutes before I got to make this run, but disappointing Knicks, Leon Rose being cheap. What else could the Knicks do, really? I mean, y'all are the number 3 seed right now. I don't know what else y'all can do without taking you want to take that risk and sacrifice somebody else. Oh, Mitchell Robinson. Yeah, I think I rid of him. Yeah, because I'm saying I wouldn't want to move nobody on my team. Uh-oh.
The Pacers are trading James Wiseman in cash to the Toronto Raptors.
Okay, that's iffy.
Yeah, again, I think that's more of a tax move than anything. He's on a 2-year $1 million deal. So it's more of a tax move than anything.
Yeah. Okay, Sean, what was your reaction to this trade deadline?
Again, just a really, good trade deadline. I think a lot of teams, made as many moves. We talk about just from a basketball perspective. There were a lot of moves I think made from a financial perspective. Teams looking to get some flexibility in terms of these aprons. And so you saw a lot of that, but also, some teams, basically giving away their future.
Yeah. You think?
So a good trade deadline. Again, I don't want to get into the winners and losers, but certainly, there are some teams that you think made some really good moves. Again, to me, the DeAndre Hunter trade,
yes,
for what Cleveland gave up and getting something they really needed in return, I think will prove to be a very, very prudent move on their part.
Yeah.
And almost, to me, I think it's almost too perfect a fit.
Yeah, actually, it is. This might have been one of the low key moves, like that's going to go over a lot of people's heads. Like that was, besides the Fox and the Luka trade, I think that this DeAndre Hunter trade is like right behind them. Best move wise. So out of all, I'm trying to see if we get anything else before we get up out of here, shut it down. But yeah, I don't see that. But if I had to rate today, DeAndre Hunter was the best trader today, for sure, by far, by a landslide. The most shocking trade today for me was not really that shocking to me. Yeah, no, nothing really that shocking to me, honestly, today.
Yeah,
nothing shocking.
Again, and again, I think the name to watch for in the next few months. You mentioned Joel Embiid. The name to watch in the next few months is Kevin Durant. This summer, watch Kevin Durant. I think after this season, depending on how Phoenix finishes, they're going to have a conversation, between the two, his team and obviously, the Suns front office.
Yep.
What ultimately happens with Kevin Durant, and is there going to be, a move out there that will satisfy both parties? I think they have a great deal of respect for Kevin Durant for obvious reasons, but I do think, if the writing's on the wall with this particular iteration of the Suns and they want to reset around Booker, I think it's going to have to come from a KD trade. Not because, again, Bradley Beal, there's no interest in Bradley Beal. Mutual interest, let me rephrase, in Bradley Beal.
Yeah.
So KD is the name I'm going to watch over the next, few months.
Yeah, it's not worth the trouble of what he's dealing with. Okay, I guess Shams just hold on. The Phoenix.
The Phoenix Suns have informed all interested teams they are not moving Kevin Durant. Obviously, the Warriors started this all off with their pursuit of Kevin Durant last week. There was some level of an engagement, and several more teams called today. But the Suns made a trade today, trade away Yusuf Nurkic, brought in a couple potential role players. They want to see how this team looks for the second half of the season. Kevin Durant did not expect his name to be in any trade rumors. He has not requested a trade out of Phoenix this season, from my understanding, and was blindsided by even being involved in any conversation. I am also told there will be a full evaluation of this team if they are not able to turn it around by the offseason.
News out of Phoenix. Shams, what?
So wait, long story short is KD feel blindsided that why am I even, I'm Kevin Durant, why I'm in trade rumors, but they also saying pretty much if y'all don't start winning, everybody must go. That's what besides Bradley Beal, because Bradley Beal get to choose if we go or not. Okay, well, we got to just wait to see, Sean. We're going to talk about that. Like you said, I really don't want to do winners and losers now. I need kind of like a night to process everything that I've seen. Maybe tomorrow we can talk about it. I know we're going to do more Super Bowl heavy stuff Friday. Yeah, man, it was another great episode. I'm going to say draft day, thinking the Super I'm lost, man. But yes, it has been another great episode, trade deadline special for you guys. If you guys want us to do more things like this, let us know. Comment below. We do live. Yeah, man. Sean, any last words before we get up out of here?
No, great trade deadline. Great moves. Again, look forward to seeing how some of these things play out. But a great trade deadline all in all.
Yeah, and make sure you guys like, make sure you guys share, and you guys subscribe. It's SB Talk Sports here with Sean Webb. And this has been the Real Takes Over Fake the Base Trade Deadline special. And we are out of here. Peace. Did it play? Oh, wait, play. Okay, wait. Okay, I mark things broke.